Ladies and gentlemen, we're broadcasting live from the grass here at Shields Field, where tonight the Bishop Dwenger Saints are going to host the Snider Panthers in about a half an hour. But right now, it's time to talk sectionals. And Joe, when we're talking sectionals, it's not just about football here at Bishop Dwenger.
That's right, and we'll get to football, but it is that sectional time of year.
That's right.
So let's run this down. Starting with girls soccer, sectional championship. They made it to the championship.
Love
They're
it.
going to take on Concordia at East Noble High School at 7 p.m. on Saturday. Volleyball sectional, they're going to be taking on DeKalb Thursday, next Thursday. That game will be at Concordia. That goes at 8 p.m.
8 o'clock, okay.
Cross country, can never forget about cross country.
That's right.
Their sectional is Saturday, next Saturday, the 18th, 10:30 a.m. at Huntington University. And finally, the football draw, the sectional football draw will happen this Sunday, Sean.
Yep, Sunday night.
For all classes. It's going to be it's an exciting time of year and a busy time of year for the athletic department at Bishop Dwenger.
It surely is, and thank goodness that the C.J. Bostwick is here as well, helping out in the athletics.
With Jody, doing a great job. Just a lot going on.
If he had hair, it would be gray, is what I'm saying. Okay. So, anyway, let's get back to football right now, because again, when we talk about the Bishop Dwenger Saints, everyone that doesn't know this probably should. But 4 of those teams in sectional 19 are listed in the top 10 in the state in 4A. So we feel, Joe, I know I do, and I'm sure you, I think one of those teams out of sectional 19 is poised to make a long run down to the Luke Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, but, you certainly can make that argument.
Let's, first and foremost, before we talk about the Bishop Dwenger Saints, what's on tap for the Snider Panthers?
Snider Panthers, they're in sectional 2, Sean.
Yep.
In that sectional, Carroll, Northrop.
Yep.
They play tonight as well.
That's right.
That'll be a preview of the sectional. Elkhart struggling this year, and then Snider. So only 4 teams in that sectional. Carroll and Northrop right now are the 2 best teams.
Those are the 2 hot
in
teams.
sectional 2.
Yeah, for sure.
So keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, you bet.
Sectional 19, the Saints are in sectional 19. Right now, if you look at Sager and East Noble is atop that sectional, followed very, very closely by Bishop Dwenger, then DeKalb and Leo. Then rounding out that sectional is Columbia City, Fort Wayne, Southside, New Haven, and Wayne.
Right.
Okay, but let's focus on the top. East Noble, Dwenger, DeKalb, Leo are really teams to watch in that sectional. It's going to be very, very competitive. And I, like you, believe whoever comes out of that sectional has a very good chance to make a run Thanksgiving weekend down at Lucas Oil. So it's going to be very fun to watch. It's going to be very fun to watch the draw on Sunday night.
And we will keep an eye on social media, folks. If you don't follow us on Twitter, look us up. We're the Saints Sports Network. And also we'll have notices on Facebook as well. We're hoping that we get a home draw, obviously, because we don't go on the road with the Saints Sports Network. So we're hopeful that we do get at least a chance within the sectionals to broadcast here from Shields Field. But that draw is, again, coming up on Sunday night. So look for us on social media on Monday to give you an update there. But I think what we're going to do is try transition out of sectional time and now talk about the game tonight, Joe. Lots to talk about, including really kind of starting off with a history lesson here. If you look back through, Joe, for regular season matchups, the last 4 games, Snider Panthers have really put it to Dwenger. So Dwenger is, again, in a drought, a regular season drought against the Snider Panthers. The last win that they've got was the sectional championship when we were back in 5A. We actually had a regular season loss to Snider that year, but beat them in the sectional playoff. So the Saints come in down 4 against the Snider Panthers. However, Joe, this is a young Snider squad this year.
Yeah, it is, and they've struggled, right?
Yeah.
They've lost 3 in a row. They haven't lost 3 in a row in more than 30 years, Sean. The most games Kurt Tittman has ever lost in a season is 5. Snider sits at 2-5 right now. The Saints could hand him his 6th loss, which would be the most ever that Kurt has experienced in his 17 years as the Snider head coach. The most games Snider has ever lost in a season is 6, and that was in 1989.
Well,
okay, so Snider is traditionally, historically, an outstanding program. I always say when the Saints play Snider, when the Saints play Bishop Luers, throw the records out.
Yeah.
It's going to be a battle tonight, folks. I don't care what the records are. I don't care that Snider's lost 3 in a row. This is not one of their better teams, but you will absolutely get their best performance tonight.
And if people wonder why that actually happens, oh my gosh. You know, we call it the Battle of Reed Road, if you will, because St. Charles, which is the largest feeder program for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, is literally right across the street, or kitty corner, if you will, from Snider Panthers. So this is, for all intents and purposes, kind of a backyard brawl. These are kids from the neighborhood getting together and doing it on the next level, if you will. So that is why we talk about the records don't matter. You know, the history doesn't matter. Each and every one of these games stands on its own, and we are excited about tonight's matchup. Now, we talk about SAC implications on the line. If, in fact, Dwenger wins this contest and the Carroll Chargers beat the Northrop Bruins, then the SAC bell comes back to Bishop Dwenger High School.
A lot on the line.
One right.
That's right. A lot on the line. I verified that. So that's what's on the line tonight. Saints win tonight. Carroll wins tonight. Dwenger wins the victory bell. And it's been a while.
Assuming next week with Southside.
You assume.
Yeah.
Carroll plays Luers next week.
Yep.
At Carroll.
That should be a win.
Dwenger plays Southside here at Shields Field. We assume wins week 9.
Yeah.
If that all plays out, that's the way it works.
So technically still TBD, but this is a huge game. There's a lot on the line for the Saints. If nothing else, bragging rights of Reed Road. So looking into it, Joe, where do you think the Saints might have advantages?
Well, the Saints, let's talk about, I'll tell you, the Saints defense has been fantastic, especially in pass defense. Against that potent pass offense of Northrop 2 weeks ago, the Saints held Northrop to 66 passing yards.
Yep.
They did a phenomenal job, right? And let's not forget, they have a receiver Q going to Ohio State. Saints defense did a great job. I would say the weakness of the Snider Panthers is their passing game. Okay, against Northrop, they only had 38 passing yards last week in rivalry week.
Wow.
Only 38 passing yards, and 32 of them came on one play.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
They have tried 3 different quarterbacks under center this year.
Yep.
They've not been able to find their passing game, and I doubt seriously they're going to find it against this pass defense of Bishop Dwenger.
No. They've got a sophomore starting tonight at quarterback, and he will be tested, whether it's the defensive backfield or the men up front. You know, from a scheme perspective, Joe, I would harry that kid. I would get guys in the backfield flying from that linebacker position. Let them have zero comfort all night long.
Yeah, the game moves pretty fast for most sophomores.
That's right.
So if you're sending bodies, you're getting after a sophomore quarterback. They can start to hear footsteps and start to make bad decisions. So that's what I think the Saints are going to do.
You bet.
Now, the Saints passing game, we hoped it got better last week.
It did.
Henry Jordan had his best statistical game last week against Bishop Luers, 10 of 16. It's coming along.
That's
You're starting
right.
to see a little rhythm starting. It has to continue to improve because sectionals are right around the corner, right? The other thing I want to see out of the Saints is I want to see them take the ball away.
Yeah.
Okay, the Saints defense they have only had 1 takeaway in the last 2 weeks. Before the last 2 weeks, they've been taking it away at a crazy pace.
I agree. Yeah.
But only 1 takeaway, and that was an interception against Northrop in the last 2 weeks. I want to see them getting after the ball again and stealing those possessions, and I think they need to do that tonight against Snider.
One of the significant advantages that the Saints clearly is going to have tonight is on special teams as well. We talk about the 3 facets, and 2 of these are on really V8 speed, if you will, and special teams is one of those facets. When you look at Lucas and his ability to kick, when you look at the strikers coming down, limiting those yards after the punts or the kickoffs, this is another thing that the Saints are doing very well, getting it down to the 30, 35-yard line, bring in Mr. Automatic so you don't have to try and do a cough-up corner kick. You can actually go for 3 points. These are things that gives teams like the Saints the advantage when the end of the game is over.
Well, and if you want to see that Saints passing game get healthy, this might be the night. If you look at the 3 straight losses that Snider has endured, against Carroll, they gave up 363 yards of passing. Against Homestead, 224, 68%. Homestead had 68% completion percentage. And then last week against Northrop, 335 yards passing.
Wow.
So Their pass defense has been suspect. You'd like to see the Saints, again, maybe try to take advantage of that tonight.
Sure.
But I expect the Snider Panthers to load the box, take away the run, and force the passing game of the Saints to beat them tonight.
But the question is, again, can they actually do that? When you look at the power and speed with guys like Shefferly and Colin Campbell, I mean, the Saints' run attack has been very effective against similarly sized squads.
No, I agree. And when I watched the Snider team on film, it was really not like any Snider team I had seen, Sean.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of missed tackles. I saw drop balls. It is so uncharacteristic of this team. But again, when they play the Saints, expect their best performance.
That's right. I agree.
And I think it's going to be a good game. But the Saints need to take care of the football. To your point, take care of the football, take care of the clock, pound it.
Come out with a W.
And get points whenever they get in the red zone.
That's right. Absolutely. All right, folks, that's going to do it for our pregame show. Coming up next, we've got the interview with Coach Garrett on the track, and we're going to make our way up to the press box in short order, if in fact we can. We see Rick is up there getting ready to spin the camera around to the field and getting ready to go there. So we're going to call it good from down here on the field. Next time you talk to us, we're going to be up in the booth. Stick around, football fans. We're going to take this time out, get upstairs, and stay tuned for the coach's interview. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network. Good evening, football fans, and welcome to On the Track with Coach Jason Garrett. Coach, it's been a minute since we've had a chance to talk. You're back home again for some Week 8 action against the Snider Panthers. Tell us a little bit about the last couple of weeks and specifically this week in practice. How's the team shaping up?
Well, most importantly, I think we're trending in the direction of being more healthy. That's a number one key for us. And then, you know, our defense has been playing outstanding throughout the season and continues to get better in the little things, and special teams, as everyone knows, with Lucas and the execution of things we've done there, even some fake punts and things. Been very pleased with that, and offensively running the ball. And I think last week really started to improve in our passing game. And so, you know, getting all three facets, you know, kind of sharpened and ready to go. And this will be another great test to continue, you know, in that process, getting ready for the playoffs here in a couple weeks.
Coach, Week 8, you know, 2 weeks to go here in the remaining regular season. Are you where you thought you would be with this squad?
Gosh, that's a great question. I don't know if I ever really projected where we would be, but I tell you, I'm very excited with what we've experienced with these guys. You know, I would say the resoluteness, you know, the way that they went about things, the competitive spirit, as I've always said, in the summer leading through August, September, now into October, it's not lessening at all. In fact, I think they see where we're at in the journey. It's Week 8. You know, the draw is Sunday, so things begin to get even more real. And been super impressed with these guys. It's an outstanding group, starting with our captains and seniors, and then our younger groups. I mean, the scout looks we've been getting and the spirit that we've had during our practices has been outstanding. We've had to cut back on the physicality of them just because they've been so competitive with one another, which, you know, is a great problem to have. So
right.
Very happy with that.
Good stuff. We talk about Week 8. Again, this could be labeled rivalry week. Again, I know every team that plays Dwenger, that's a circle date, but this is Snider. Young squad, not having the success that they normally do, but still a very big threat. What's your game plan going into the action?
Well, you said it. I think arguably the greatest rivalry in the state, at least the top 2 or 3, as I've understood it to be, and always has been since I played here. So it's Snider week. Throw the records out, throw the outcomes out, throw young and old out. It is what it is, and for us, it starts with physicality. Doing everything with our pads, you know, playing together, unified, trusting each other, and, you know, giving it all we got, leaving it out there for not only each other, you know, this season, but, you know, all the generations that have come through, all the great Snider Dwenger games of the past. So it's a big week.
Yeah, absolutely. When we talk about the game, the 2015 squad is going to be here, and we're going to talk to them during our pregame show as well. But harken back, if you will, and some of your favorite memories about the 2015 squad.
There's tons of memories, and shout out to all those guys, whether you're here or not. Love you, and hopefully I get to see the guys that are here. And if you're not here, It'd be great to see you or hear from you at some point. But a lot of great memories. So many great young men on that team, and Ernie stepping in, and Chris's situation, and just everything that came together, and how they finished it. And in my role at that time was with the offensive line. I think of those guys a lot, and their personalities. And you don't win a state championship with a great offense and defensive line. And we were led by our offensive line. So shout out to those 5 or 6 guys, including the tight end that season. So I think most about those guys, and I think about, there's nothing like going through that tunnel at Lucas Oil. We say it, we did it in 18 again. There's nothing like it, and remember going through that with those guys, and then being at the end and watching them get their blue ribbon and eventually their blue ring. So proud of them. Welcome back. Hopefully we'll put on a good show tonight.
Absolutely. Crystal ball time. Let's look at the postseason. Sectional 19. A lot of pundits, media types, whatever you want to call them, big fans thinking that the state contender is going to come out of that sectional. You've got some big horses in that corral, and I know you're focused on tonight's game and finishing strong against Southside, but would be remiss not to talk about the sectional play that's coming up for you. What are your thoughts looking ahead?
Well, I think, as you mentioned, I think it's arguably the toughest sectional in 4A throughout the state. I think, whatever rankings stand for at this point, I think 4 of us are in the top 10. And there's certainly other teams there that are viable that have received votes throughout the season. So, we'll see what the draw brings us Sunday. Obviously, everything that we've been preparing for, the things that we talk about, the adjustments we make, are all about getting ourselves ready for those teams that we will likely face in the postseason. So we'll see what the draw is Sunday night, and there'll be some sleepless nights in the next 7-8 weeks. So
good stuff. All right, well, Coach, that's going to do it for our interview. Can't thank you enough. Any final words to our viewers tonight?
No, I just want to thank everybody for all the support, and again, another shout out to all the 2015 coaches and players and just alumni. It was a good special season, and welcome back. I'm glad we can honor you guys, and we're thankful for you. And let's go spend another 51 days together as far as I'm concerned.
That's right.
Let's go.
All right, we'll talk to you next week.
Right,
thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Yep.
Life together is a beautiful and unique journey. From unforgettable moments to sharing an everlasting love. Create a one-of-a-kind ring that captures your story at Peter Franklin Jewelers.
For decades, Saints football has shaped leaders on the field, in business, and in our community. I'm Shane Arugio, Bishop Dwenger alum, and the president of the Saints Gridiron Foundation. And being a public school kid turned Dwenger kid, I learned firsthand the impact that our community has. The Saints Gridiron Foundation exists to make sure that every future Saint that should wear that gold helmet does. That our coaches and staff have the resources to run at the highest level, and that our alumni and families unite to keep this tradition alive for generations. But here's the truth. We can't keep going back to the same 13 families every year to fund this mission. We already have one of the strongest communities in the country, and this should be a community effort. That's why we're asking every Saint, past, present, and future, to step up with as little as $5 a month. Scan the QR code or visit saintsgridiron.com, join us together, and we'll make sure that the next generations of Saints know exactly what it means to wear that gold helmet.
Hey Fort Wayne, here at Ziegler Subaru Fort Wayne, you're our #1 priority. We're here to create the ultimate automobile experience that will last long after the purchase or service.
From the moment you enter our doors, our team is dedicated to understanding your needs and guiding you to the perfect vehicle. We believe that integrity and transparency are important every step of the way.
We also believe in giving back. We support local initiatives and volunteer to make our community a better place.
When you choose Ziegler Subaru Fort Wayne, you're choosing a dealership that truly cares. Join us today and let's drive forward together.
Dirty old furnace. Call MJM Mechanical.
Dirty furnace? Clean it up with an MJM Mechanical Furnace Tune-Up. lower utility bills, increase furnace lifespan, and guarantee a breakdown-free season for only $89. Quality is not just something we say, it's in everything we do. So visit mjmfortwayne.com or call today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and again, welcome to Bishop Dwenger Football here on the Saints Sports Network. Alongside Joe Warden, I'm Sean McBride, and we are up in the press box getting ready to go because it all starts right now. Back, ladies and gentlemen, to Shields Field, where tonight we will have the Bishop Dwenger Saints hosting the Snider Panthers. And as with all things good, we're going to start off with a prayer. So let's send it down to the sidelines with John Kelty. John, who do you have with us?
Thanks, Sean. I've got Father Jake Snider here from St. Elizabeth Parish. He's going to lead us off in prayer.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we give you great praise and thanksgiving for this night to celebrate and glorify you through this game of football. We ask that you keep all the athletes safe, that they may play to the best of their ability, and that they may glorify you in their great gifts that you have given them. We ask this all through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Go Saints!
Let's go. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Father Jake. Say hi to Mom and Dad for me. All right, so Joe Warden, here we are. We're back up in the booth. A little winded, but we're good to go. That was a fun pregame show we had down on the field. But let's talk about, again, tonight's matchup. We've got a real barnstormer here with real-world consequences for the postseason.
Absolutely. Let's keep in mind if the Saints are victorious tonight and next week against Southside here at Shields Field, and if the Carroll Chargers beat Northrop tonight at Northrop, and then take care of business against Bishop Lures next week, the Saints will be crowned the SAC champions. So a lot riding on this game, and we are going to keep a close eye on what's going on down the street at Spooler Stadium.
That's right. John Kelty is going to keep us up to date on those scores from Carroll versus Northrop as they do impact the Saints tonight. But also, too, we're going to talk a little bit more about tonight's matchups here and talk to you about the starting lineups. Joe Warden, do you have who do you have over there?
Yeah, Snyder's defense starting tonight up front. Conklin, Hughes, and Portee. A couple big guys up there, big, strong, athletic guys. Right behind them, you have Maple, Cole, Baumgardner, and Fertil. And the defensive backfield getting the start tonight for the Gold and Black is Corals, Hunter, Raines, and Travis Black, number 9. So that is your starting Snider defense.
And for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, our starters tonight, starting up front, we've got Henry Jordan as quarterback, Colin Campbell, Zion, how do you say Zion's last name, Joe? Sorry. We'll get that. Russell Beckham in the wide receiver slot along with Thomas Dennis and Nick Tippman. And then, of course, the big uglies up front. We've got Andrew Tran, Lewis Morris, Vance Diepenbrock, Isaac Moga, and Noah Weimer. So those are the big 5 up front for the Bishop Dwenger Saints on offense. So it looks like also, too, Joe, it's got a lot of action down there. Looks like there's a lot of young shavers down in the end zone down there.
Yeah, young bloods down there. It's fit football night tonight here at Shields Field. So all the kids that play fit football, flag all the way up to the tackle, the 3rd and 4th graders. Look at those guys. They are here to form a tunnel and have the Saints run through there. It's just a beautiful thing to see these young kids out there on the turf at Shields Field.
That is a great shot by Joe Romy, our Emmy Award-winning volunteer camera
Emmy Award.
Yes. It might be made out of paper mache, but he is getting an Emmy. I tell you what, he's doing a great job down there along with John Kelty on our sidelines. Can't say enough about our technical crew here at the Saint Sports Network. So we are jacked up, getting ready to go, and really looking forward to this contest. Again, Joe, because, again, records, history, all of that thrown out, each and every game stands alone as really a testament to these schools. They respect each other. But I will say they don't really like each other.
No, that's true. I think that's a fair statement. And you look at the Snider Panthers this year, the offense has really struggled, Sean. They've only put up 105 points all season. Their defense has allowed 205 points. They've lost 3 in a row coming into this game, and it's just been a struggle for them. They've tried 3 different quarterbacks. They've tried multiple running backs. Just a lot trying to find that right mix of players to get on the field and find a way to win.
And, you know, we look at the composition of this squad. It is a young team for the Snider Panthers. Looking on defense, there's only 3 senior starters out there. There's 6 juniors and 2 sophomores getting the start. And again, on offense, we kind of talked about it in our pregame show too, but Max Johnson is going to be the starting quarterback for the Snider Panthers. He's a sophomore. He comes in, checks in at 6 foot, 150 pounds. But we've got 8 seniors and 3 sophomores, no juniors represented on the starting lineup for the Snider Panthers.
Wow, that's interesting.
No juniors
on the offense.
Yeah.
Well, that offense has only managed to put up 348 passing yards all season, Sean.
Yeah.
348, and we talked about it in our pregame show downstairs. But last week in the rivalry game, they only had Snider only had 38 yards passing, and 32 of those yards came on one play.
Yeah.
So really have struggled to get the air game going.
The Saints make their way through the youth tunnel there, back out onto the field there, and always a good look. Dressed all in navy with the gold helmets and white numerals. So the Saints have come to play, and they're making their way out onto the field right now. So tell you what, folks, let's go ahead and step out for a 30-second break. After this break, what we're going to do is take a listen to the national anthem. I believe that's still on tap. So stick around, folks. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, more football around the corner. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.
Dirty old furnace. Call MJM Mechanical.
Dirty furnace? Clean it up with an MJM Mechanical Furnace Tune-Up. Lower utility bills, increase furnace lifespan, and guarantee a breakdown-free season for only $89. Quality is not just something we say, it's in everything we do. So visit mjmfortwayne.com or call today.
And we are back live, ladies and gentlemen, as the Snider Panthers have made their way out onto the field. And here come the Saints on this close sideline preparing for, I believe, the national anthem. Let's send it down to John Kelty, who's got a look at the weather and the sideline conditions down there. John, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Sean. Finally feeling some of that fall weather here at Shields Field. It's a cool, right around 70 degrees. The sun's going down, starting to feel cooler. 8-mile-an-hour winds, so look for that to play a little bit of a factor if either team tries to get the pass game going, but beautiful fall night here at Shields Field.
Fantastic. We're going to keep John mic'd up so that we can get a listen to the playing of the national anthem. ladies and gentlemen, it is Dwenger Snider 2025 style, and we are here for it. Joe Romy out on the field getting ready to film the mock coin toss, and we'll hopefully get a listen in on that as well. So we're jacked up, ready to go. Joe Wharton, what do you have
Well,
for
if
us?
you're wondering, Sean, what the all-time record is in this rivalry, Snider leads 38-24. The 24 wins against Snider is the most by any team ever in the state. So Snider still has the edge by 14 games, but the Saints have had their share of success over the years against this powerhouse.
All right, good stuff there. So we are moments away from kickoff, again, as both teams are marshaling near the 50-yard line to get their captains out here. And while we do that, just a reminder, too, we talked about different sectionals in the area, Joe. We've got a lot going on beyond just football, right? It's a sectional weekend for some of the other squads as well. I think we talked about cross-country as well.
No, you got that right, Sean. So girls soccer, they are in the sectional championship tomorrow versus Concordia at East Noble. And that goes at 7 p.m. Volleyball sectional versus DeKalb is next Thursday, at Concordia, and that will start at 8 p.m. And then finally, cross-country sectional is next Saturday, a week from tomorrow, 10:30 a.m., and that's at Huntington University. And finally, the football sectional draw is this Sunday, Sean.
All right. Looking down there at the mock coin toss, I don't know that the official has his mic on or up yet, but the instructors are being given. Looks like Gus Tippmann was actually in uniform but didn't have his helmet on. So Gus probably not playing tonight, is he yet, Joe?
No, he's still rehabbing an injury, not ready to go yet.
Okay.
I will say this, too. There is a new addition on the chain gang tonight, Sean.
Really?
One Bart Tittman has been elevated from the JV to the varsity chain gang.
He got called up.
He got called
Wow.
up. Yeah, it's
Okay.
a dream. It's been a dream of his
is.
for some time, and he's out there, and let's hope he can perform tonight.
That's right. All eyes will be on him. Here we go.
Snider has won the toss, have deferred, and will kick to the scoreboard.
All right, so Snider will be kicking right to left on your radio dial. Saints will come out on offense first as Snider is deferred to the second half.
And that Saints offense coming out, they have averaged 21 points a game. Again, last week versus Lures was Henry Jordan's best statistical game. 10 of 17, that's 59% completion rate, 82 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. So Henry was starting to get it going last week. We hope he can do the same against this Snider defensive backfield that has not really done much this year. They have given up a lot of yards through the air this season.
And again, your skill position players, Henry Jordan is going to be looking for Beckham Russell, Thomas Danis. We're also going to see Nick Tippmann, Houston Ellinger, and then the two-headed attack back there. And we are underway. End-over-end kick going into the end zone. That's going to result in a touchback. So the Saints will little quick screen inside. He's got a block. Takes it down to about the 24. Number 18 on the reception that time.
Thomas Danis, and I like that call, Sean. I mean, the Saints have been a little bit predictable at times in, throwing on first down, pick up 3 yards, nothing wrong with that,
That's right?
Keep them honest.
Yeah, it's a rhythm builder for the quarterback. You bet. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Saints. Same formation now. Quarterback keeper this time around the left side, has a little bit of room, gets north of the 25, wrangled down close to the 27.
That's a quarterback blast just going off the left side. The fullback, or the tailback in this case, Shefferly, kicking out that defensive end. Nice gainer there for Henry Jordan. Brings up very third and manageable.
Yeah.
Number 5 on the stop for, no.
So brings up 3rd and 2 here for the Saints. Single setback, twins right and left. On 3rd and 2, he looks to throw. He's got pressure, rolls out of it, looking downfield, looking, firing. Got a man coming back. Is it caught is the question.
Okay. Oh, he's saying he was out of bounds.
Oh, at the 43-yard line. They call it incomplete. And let's see here. Now the punt team comes on. So the first drive stalls for the Saints.
3 and out for the offense.
Okay. Now we'll see the All-State kicker.
There you go.
Lucas Wynn. Wearing number 1. He should launch this from about the 16-yard line. Single man back deep for Snider. Standing near his own 45. Good snap by Diepenbrock. Kick is away. Spiraling kick and takes a Dwenger hop. It's caught on the hop, taking it out to the outside in Dwenger territory. And a late flag coming in.
Looked like Wade Raines Jr. on the return for Snider. A nice job picking it up on one hop, taking it, and we'll check the flag.
Officials discussing it at the far side. Might be a late hit. It is a personal foul against the Saints. So Snider will be in excellent shape after this penalty. Looks like they're going to say it happened near the...
Dead ball, personal foul, late hit, out of bounds. First down.
So they're going to start marching from about the 44-yard line of the Saints and driving them deeper. So the Snider Panthers set up very well for their first drive. Again, they are led by the sophomore quarterback, number 17, Max Johnson. In the backfield, he will have senior number 12, Jordan Davis. And he will look for young men like Johnson, England, Dodson, and Moore are your skill position players to start for the Snider Panthers. 1st and 10, just inside the 30-yard line. Here's a little snap. Give to the tailback. Hit. Driving forward for a small gain there. That's Evan England, number 6 on the carry. Senior checking in at 6'2", 200. Gain of about 4.
I believe that was Burton, number 6. Is a running back, 6', 190.
Okay. So, yeah, we've got conflicting information there. Sorry about that. Braylon Burton. Here it is on 2nd down. Here's a screen. Oh, immediately hit, separated, and incomplete. Let's see if we can grab that one. Big hit that time.
Jackson Parrish lit up Wade Raines Jr. Excellent hit by Parrish to separate player from ball.
Here's your air X-ray replay on that one. Just an immediate throttling right there. So the incomplete pass brings up 3rd and long now for Snider. Oh, and the Saints jump off sides trying to time the snap, and they went a little too fast.
Two early penalties for the Saints. They are not, it's not good.
No. Went from 3rd and long to 3rd and short now. 3rd and 2 for Snider, just outside the red zone. Ball resting at the 21-yard line. Johnson looking over the defense. Here's a snap. Give to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 15. Taken down near the 13-yard line is Burton.
Tackle by Ellinger there for the Saints.
First down for the Panthers as they're inside the red zone and threatening. Ball resting at the 13-yard line. Here's a snap. Give through the middle. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Not much of a gain there at all that time.
Looked like Doug Henry, maybe Piper, Casey Piper. And Dowdge also in on that tackle for the Saints.
So no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 as the Panthers break huddle. Trips package to the left side. Here's a give, trying to get the edge. Can't find it. Hit in the backfield and drop. That's another tackle for loss for the Saints.
Dowdge again in there. Cooper Campbell also in on the stop for Dwenger. McCarthy, Gunnar McCarthy checking in for the Saints, number 24, the outstanding nose guard. Checking in for Tryon.
Going to bring up third and a long 11 now for the Snider Panthers. Saints show pressure. Bouncing it outside, trying to find some room. Flag coming in as they stretch the play out to the right side. It's going to be tackled near the 10-yard line. One thinks this might be a hold, and that's exactly what it is, holding against Snider.
Will they accept it now is the question.
Well, there it is. If they don't, it's going to bring up about a 4th and 5. It looks like they're going to push him back.
I would.
Yeah. Biggest gain so far for them, I think, on the ground has been, 5, maybe 6 yards.
Holding on the offense. Repeat, third down.
That'll put the ball back at the 25-yard line. They need to get down to about the 3 for a first down here. So on 3rd and 22, Snider lines up, single setback, going to the right side. They get him in the backfield. He is dropped. That is Jordan Davis on the carry, and another tackle for loss for the Saints.
Doug Henry. Now you wonder, decision time for Kirk Tippmann. I think he's going to bring the field goal team out.
So the ground attack.
So, well, Sean, let me just say this real quick.
Yeah.
What does that say about Snyder's coaching staff's confidence in the passing game when it's
right.
3rd and
3rd and 22?
22, and they just run.
Yeah, they run off tackle, right. All right, so Snider coming in to try the field goal.
45-yarder.
That's Mang Tung from the 35. 45-yarder, as Joe said. The ball is up. Looks good from here. No. Hits no good.
Hit the upright.
Hit the upright, and no good. So the drive stalls for Snider as well with a no-good field goal attempt, and the Saints will take over. Still zeros on the scoreboard with 7:24 remaining here in the first quarter.
Saints dodged a big bullet right there,
They
Sean.
did.
You remember the Snider Panthers were down, knocking at the 10-yard line.
So the defense comes up big after that penalty, pushes Snider back long enough where they couldn't make that field goal, and now they take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Plenty of leg on that kick, Sean, but it hit the upright.
Yeah. Here's Henry Jordan and company on offense, man in motion. They fake it. A.J. Shefferly this time trying his way around the left side, and another flag comes out. A lot of flags so far, Joe.
Holding against the Saints.
Wow.
Third penalty, and we're only a few minutes into this one.
A little misdirection there as they faked the handoff to Russell, who was in motion, curling back around the quarterback, and gave it to Shefferly, who tried the left side. And offensive lineman called for holding there. That'll move it back to the 10-yard line and repeat first down.
Usually on those runs up the middle like that, you don't see a ref on the far sideline throwing flags. That usually comes from them inside refs, but he must have had a good look at it over there.
On 1st and 20. Here's a quick give through the middle. Finds a seam. He's off to the races. Gets to the 20. Shoestring finally tackled near the 30-yard line. Tremendous run by A.J. Shefferly.
Well, there you go. That took care of the penalty. In one run, Shefferly gets through there and picks up 21 yards and a first down for the Saints.
Ball now resting at the 31-yard line. Shefferly found that seam and exploited it. Fresh set of downs. Again, give to the tailback. Finding his way through the middle. Nice patient run that time. Gains of about 6, maybe 7.
Shefferly carried the ball a lot the last couple weeks, and he's really proven himself. Remember, he's a great defender as well.
Yeah.
So he's a workhorse.
Yeah.
And he doesn't mind. You got to get your dudes on the field, and if they got to play both ways, they play both ways. Great pickup, 7-yard pickup there for Shefferly.
2nd and short now as they spread things out. And he looks to throw on 2nd and short. A little slant. He's got his man. And it will be enough for a first down out to the 45.
Daniel Hernandez on the stop. He's a 5'10", 185-pound junior linebacker for Snider.
I believe that was Beckham Russell on the reception that time.
Good, easy pass. I love that. You don't need to throw the ball deep down the field. If you throw a 3-yard pass and Russell can break a tackle and pick up 10, do it.
Here they are on first down. Oh, hitting the backfield and dropped. Good pressure coming from the left side of the line from Snider.
Good stop there.
Looks like Portee from his
by Jamison
line.
Reed.
Reed and Portee, yeah. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. Saints coming back up to the line already. Here's a snap. We had motion. I don't think the receivers were set. And another 2 late flags coming out here. There's a little extracurricular after the whistle was blown. That'll be an interesting call. Officials clearly deciding to call the first half at least very tightly. Well, while they're still talking about it, talk about one of our great sponsors here, which is the University of St. Francis. Rooted in our Catholic identity and rich academic tradition, the University of St. Francis prepares students for lives of virtue, service, and joy. Discover greater at the University of St. Francis.
3 penalties on the play. First, we have encroachment on the defense, and then we have unsportsmanlike on both teams. They all offset. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
There you have it. So the Saints will march forward. Repeat the down. Brings up 2nd and 5. Now resting in Snider territory at the 49-yard line. He looks to throw. It's got pressure in the middle. It's picked up. He's just going to launch this one out of bounds. Nobody home. That pass will stop the clock with 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. Saints break huddle facing a 3rd and 5 after the incomplete pass. Trips package to the right side. Jordan in the shotgun, looks to throw again, has a quick hitter out to the sticks. Think it's caught.
But did he get, I think his momentum carried him back towards the quarterback. I think he's going to be a little short.
I think it's going to be 4th and inches coming up for the Saints.
Is it time for the dog pound?
Let's see it. Don't see any new personnel coming in on 4th and inches. They're going to trust A.J. Shefferly to get him that first down.
Boy, I hate 4th and inches and being in the shotgun.
I know.
That's just me.
And now we've got a timeout. I think Coach Garrett wants to talk about this. So that's exactly what happened. Bishop Dwenger burns their first timeout, and we're going to burn a timeout here as well. We're back in 30 seconds. Zeros on the scoreboard here at Shields Field. This is Bishop Dwenger football on the Saint Sports Network.
The Bishop Dwenger Saints are heating up the field, and Masters Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing wants to make sure your home is ready this season. Get the MVP of home comfort, a super tune-up for just $69. And here's the game changer, free duct cleaning up to 16 openings when you purchase a complete system. Need more? It's just $30 per opening after that. Protect your home turf with Masters Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Proud supporters of Bishop Dwenger football. Go Saints!
And we are back to live action, ladies and gentlemen. The timeout is over on the field as the Saints are facing a 4th and inches with the ball resting at the 45-yard line of Snider. Offense remains on the field. I don't see the dog pound, but quarterback's under center now. Here's a snap. Give to Shefferly. He's hit immediately. He's not going to get it. He did not get it. Tremendous penetration by the Snider defense that time to stop that run. See if we can look on this replay and see if we can get a chance to see who shot through. Well, regardless, what happened here is the Snider Panthers come up big on defense and stop that drive, and now they take over on offense.
There it is.
Oh, here we got it. Okay.
Everybody.
Yeah, just on the left side. Boy, they slipped those tackles and pounced in there. 1st and 10 for Snider, led by the sophomore quarterback. Ball on the 46. He's looking to throw. He's got time. Fires over the middle. He's got a man. And it will be enough for a Snider first down.
Tackle out there by George Hackman. 11-yard, looks like an 11-yard gain.
Caught by Wade Raines, number 3. And that will be enough for a first down in Dwenger territory. Play action, rolling to the right, looking to throw, firing, and it is going to be no good. Great defensive pressure that time to get in there. I think he got a paw on it, Joe.
He did. I could not tell who was in coverage there for the Saints. Number 4, Cooper Campbell, linebacker.
Campbell knocked that one away, burns it down, brings up 2nd and 10. Snider looking to run this one, and not much there. Great job shedding that block, getting in there and making a stop for no gain.
Doug Henry.
Is Doug Henry.
Called his name a lot here in the first quarter.
Sure have.
3rd and 10.
Third and 10 coming up for Snider. Johnson going to be the wideout on the right side. Low snap. Oh, wait, whoa. We got a flag. Called by a side judge here. Timeout by Snider. All right, so no flag yet on that play. They're just going to whistle that play dead, as the coaching staff for Snider wants to talk about it here on 3rd and 10. Well, again, folks, 2 big games in the SAC tonight, this being one of them. If, in fact, the Dwenger Saints win over the Snider Panthers, and we're expecting a victory against Southside next week, and Carroll knocks off a surprisingly very good Northrop squad, the Saints will walk away with the victory bell, the SAC championship this year.
That's right. A lot going on tonight, Sean.
A
lot of excitement late in the season, but what else would you expect in the SAC?
That's right. Bruins. I mean,
they're fantastic. They were really good.
Surprise of the year.
They were good. Defensively, they were good at every level.
Yeah.
Just very impressed with that Bruins defense.
Snider facing a 3rd and 10 here at the Saints' 43-yard line. Here's a snap. He looks to throw. Pressure comes. He gets rid of it. Thrown. No good. And we've got a flag near the interior of the line as well.
Looks like holding there on 52 for Snider. Looked like he tackled number 34 for the Saints. And that, of course, is Sam Becker.
Yeah. So an incomplete pass and a penalty. One thinks they're probably...
Personally, I'd probably back him up.
I'd back him up.
Holding on the offense. Will replay, third down.
So they will back them up. That's going to bring up a 4th and 20 after the march off.
No, that's...
No, wait.
They declined it.
They
I'm
did
sorry.
decline it.
That was third down. No, I would not have accepted it.
Okay.
No, make it 4th down. They got to punt.
Yeah, the punt team's on. Well, I guess you could look at that two ways, Joe. If you move them back and trust your defense, now they have to punt from 10 yards back. So, yeah.
But the sure thing
this
was
is
the 4th
guaranteed.
down.
Yeah, this is the guaranteed option right here. Magtone puts his
Not
leg.
good.
Not much there.
Terrible, actually.
Yeah, as he kicked it basically out of bounds to the right side. And that's going to give the Saints good field position. North of the 30, they're going to mark it out at the 35.
11-yard punt, and that reminds me of a punt back in 1986. Steve Smeltzley, when we were playing Snider, had like a 7-yard punt.
You remember that, huh?
I'm sure I do.
Where was Garrett? No, Marty. Wasn't he our punter?
He had gotten hurt, so Steve Smeltzley came in and shanked one.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. So the Saints, after the punt, take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Henry Jordan's in the shotgun with a single setback. Here's a snap. Give to the running back. Looking through the middle of the line. I don't think that's Shefferly. Campbell? Okay, Campbell on the run that time. Nice run. Gain of 5 that time. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Anytime you get 5 to 6 yards, you got to be happy as an offensive coordinator.
Darn right.
Makes your job a lot easier. I would expect them to keep pounding them here. Try to wear them out a little bit. 2 backs in the backfield now.
Saints splits back. They give it to the second man through. That's Shefferly around the left side. He's got the first down into Snider territory. Still on his feet, dragging tacklers down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, great play there. A counter. I think it was a counter tray. If he can pull that up for us, Brian can pull that up.
Great execution that time. Because what that does, it sucks in those linebackers and those DNs, and he was able to get to the outside. Here's your Air X-ray replay right here on this one.
Yep, again, counter tray.
Yep.
When the backside guard and tackle pull, excellent play call.
Yeah, great blocking out front as well. Here we are, back to live action on 1st down. They try the right side this time. Good power move. Campbell with a nice run that time. And again, the ground game is working.
And I'll tell you, I was out at practice this week, Sean, and the Saints were working on that counter tray a lot.
Okay.
I think we're going to see it a little more often tonight.
Yeah. Well, again, a devastatingly effective play if, in fact, you can pull it off. So glad to see that they're able to work on that and to continue to improve that. Give the opponent something to look at on film coming up. 2nd and 3, play action.
There he is.
Outlet pass is good. He's got his man the first down to the 25, puts his shoulder into a defender, and he is dropped at the 24-yard line.
I would love to see that one again if we could get it up. I love the play call. Yeah, Shefferly lined up in that H-back position over on the left side. The ball snapped. He pulls across the line like he's going to block and kick out the defensive end, and he runs right by him, and he's open for a pass. There it is on the replay.
Right.
It's just a well-designed play.
It is. Nice bubble around him. Plenty of room for him to catch. Here they are again.
Another counter.
On 1st down. Gets inside the red zone. A.J. Shefferly that time. Take it down to, see where they marked this, about the 18. So the Saints are threatening officially inside the 20-yard line, looking at a 2nd and long 5 coming up. Love the first down play call so far, Joe. Again, second man through, another counter through the middle, inside the 15, still on his feet, takes about 5 to bring him down, and he's going to be stopped at the 14-yard line. It's going to be real close to a first down.
And the other thing that counter does, Sean, is it starts to slow linebackers down. These linebackers that are flowing hard to the back, to the tailback, when you counter to the other back, it slows them down because they have to respect the counter now.
3rd and 1 for the Saints. Ball racing at the Snider 14-yard line. Snap. Campbell, this time no good. No, they sniffed it out. Number 51 got through that time for the Snider Panthers and blew it up in the backfield.
Do you go field goal here?
Kenyon Conklin from his DN position got in there. And here comes Lucas Wynn.
Field goal. Take the points. He's pretty automatic
He's
from
pretty
here.
automatic.
Get on the board.
Yep.
Take a drive, get some points. I agree with this decision.
Under a minute to go in the first quarter.
35-yard attempt for Lucas. I think he does these in his sleep, Sean.
Yeah. Is it Piper on the hold?
No, Cooper.
Cooper, that's right.
No, I'm sorry, Kaufman. Tommy Kaufman.
Here it is from 25. It is up, and it is good. 3 points on the board for Lucas Wynn and company. And the Saints take the first lead with 32.7 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Saints 3, Panthers 0. We're back in 30. This is Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Since 1987, Closet Concepts has been a family-owned and operated company serving northern Indiana. From concept to installation, our expert team helps you simplify your life through innovative system designs and storage solutions, maximizing space to fit your lifestyle, all while keeping your budget in mind. For over 30 years, we have built strong relationships with our clients and community. We are proud supporters of our local Catholic schools and Saints athletics.
We are back to live action where the Bishop Dwenger Saints capped off a drive with a 25-yard field goal by Lucas Wynn, giving them the first lead of the game here in the waning seconds of the first quarter. He will use the right hash mark here, right at the 40-yard line.
Carroll's up on Northrop 7-0.
Okay. Hunter back deep for the and it's a line shot on the carpet. Goes through the hands of a Snider defender and rolls out of bounds at the 13-yard line. So it was touched by a Snider Panther. Gets out of bounds, and an effective kick that time by Wynn, although unorthodox.
We're not used to seeing that.
No. Snider Panthers moving right to left on your radio dial for at least one play, maybe two here. And then at the quarter break, we'll swap sides. Snider back on offense, led by Max Johnson, the sophomore quarterback. Play action, looks to throw, rolling, firing out to the flats, and it's going to be in between two receivers and no good.
Well covered there by the Saints on the far side of the field.
Yeah.
They did not buy the play fake.
No.
Nobody was open.
It looked like the quarterback couldn't really decide, do I take the short route or the long route?
I'm just going to throw it in between.
Just going to throw it in between, yeah.
Really, I think as a coach, maybe you want to see that one just go out of bounds.
Right. 2nd and 10 now for the Panthers. Breaking it outside, still on his feet, going sideways, still trying to find some room. Scrappy little run that time, taking it out to the 21-yard line. Looked like Jordan Davis, number 12, on the run that time. And that'll do it for the first quarter, folks. When we come back, second quarter action. The Saints up 3-0 over the Snider Panthers. We'll step out for a 1-minute break and come back for the second quarter. You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
At OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery, we're dedicated to delivering exceptional patient care to our community. From wisdom teeth extractions to life-changing dental implants to facial reconstruction and surgical and non-surgical facial.
And we are back live, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the second quarter here at Shields Field. Alongside Joe Wharton, I'm Sean McBride. The Saints up 3-0. Snider with the ball, facing a 3rd and short.
First quarter total yardage. Snider 25, Saints 105.
Wow. All right. Here come the Saints on offense on 3rd and short. Little low snap, quick give. Trying to find the edge. He breaks through 1 tackle, breaks through 2. Still on his feet. He's got a run on his hands out past the 30. Drop near the 34-yard line is Jordan Davis, the senior running back.
Nice run there by Davis. Some missed tackles by the Saints. We saw that a couple weeks ago against Northrop with these shifty backs Northrop had. We just weren't getting hands on them, weren't getting shoulders into them. The Saints are going to have to clean that up here. 13-yard gain for Davis.
Okay. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Their own 34-yard line. Another give to Davis through the middle. Again, patient little run, hop-stepping here and there. Nice little gain out to about the 39. Actually, they'll call it at the 38.
Dowdge on the stop for the Saints.
The gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6. Single setback, offset to the right side. He looks to throw. Fires out to the flats. He's got a man. He's got blockers. He's got the 1st down and more. Into Dwenger territory. Wrapped up and knocked out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
Well-designed play there by Snider to throw it out, and there was a posse in front of that. Do we have a number on that receiver over there? Number 3, that's Wade Rains.
Yeah, Wade Rains. He's a playmaker.
Here's your Air X-ray. He seems to be the go-to guy.
Air X-ray replay right here. Kind of a well-designed deep screen, Joe.
Yep, wide screen to the receiver.
From the Saints 34, here's a snap. They try it on the ground this time. He finds room through the middle. He's still on his feet, tries to jump out of a tackle at the 25, but the Saints trip him up and he goes down.
Great drive here for Snider.
Yeah. Looks to be a gain of 10. That'll move the chains.
Max Jordan on the stop for the Saints.
So Snider with a drive on their hands, taking it down to the Dwenger 25.
They found something in the running game.
They did. And Jordan Davis is the workhorse so far. Here's a snap. He looks to throw, fires to the flats. He's got a man. Again, it's Rains. Not many yards after the catch, if anything, right there.
Couple-yard gain, looks like.
Yeah.
Cooper Campbell on the stop.
But again, Joe, to Snider, these are the types of throws and catches that he needs to make, that
safe.
sophomore. Yeah, make him safe, get him in a rhythm, build a little confidence.
Nick O'Keefe over there was the first one. He was in coverage to get hands on Rains.
Going to be 3 wideouts to the left side now. Single setback is behind the quarterback. Snap, draw through the middle. He's still on his feet. He's inside the 10. Gets knocked down at the 8-yard line. Again, that's Jordan Davis with a nice run.
And Max Jordan on the stop. That's 2 tackles here recently that Max Jordan, the free safety, has had to make. When your free safety's having to make tackles,
that's not good.
It's a problem.
Yeah. That'll bring up a 1st and goal situation for the Snider Panthers, knocking on the Saints' door at the 8-yard line. Quarterback keeper around the right side. He's going to be in. That is a touchdown. Great play call there by the Snider Panthers as number 17, Max Johnson, the sophomore quarterback, runs it in for an 8-yard score. And again, that's what you can expect from a well-coached team. They've conditioned the defense that Jordan Davis is going to get that ball. So when the quarterback decides to tuck it and run, there's nobody really paying attention to him, and he scampered in from 8. Here's the PAT. It is blocked. No good.
No good.
No good. So the Saints, with a little glimmer on that drive from the defense, stop the PAT. Your score is now 6-3. Snider on top. We'll do a 30-second break. When we come back, more second quarter action. This is Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
For decades, Saints football has shaped leaders on the field, in business, and in our community. I'm Shane Arugio, Bishop Dwenger alum, and the president of the Saints Gridiron Foundation. And being a public school kid turned Dwenger kid, I learned firsthand the impact that our community has. The Saints Gridiron Foundation exists to make sure that every future Saint that should wear that gold helmet does. That our coaches and staff have the resources to run at the highest level, and that our alumni and families unite to keep this tradition alive for generations. But here's the truth. We can't keep going back to the same 13 families every year to fund this mission. We already have one of the strongest communities in the country, and this should be a community effort. That's why we're asking every Saint, past, present, and future, to step up with as little as $5 a month. Scan the QR code or visit saintsgridiron.com, join us together, and we'll make sure that the next generations of Saints know exactly what it means to wear that gold helmet.
And we are back to live action here where the Snider Panthers are up 6-3 over the Saints after mounting a successful drive and touchdown with a blocked PAT. And here's the kickoff. And it goes into the end zone, and they will not have a return on their hands, much to the chagrin of Carter Zent, who really wanted to run.
He was ready.
Back. Yeah.
Touchback.
Can the Saints answer? That's the question.
Right.
The Snider Panthers put together a great drive. I think that was about an 86-yard drive. 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And running the ball primarily.
That's right.
The Saints had trouble stopping the run against Northrop a couple weeks ago. You got to believe Snider studied that tape and found some things they like to do in there.
All right, let's see if the Saints offense can answer. Jordan's in the shotgun. Spread the offense out. Here's a snap. Quick slant. Russell catches the ball. And it'll be tackled near the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10.
Enough for move the chains.
That's right.
Nice throw, easy throw. I like it.
Yeah.
It's a good confidence builder. A good coach once told me, for a quarterback, it's all about completion percentage. If you're completing passes, you're moving the chains.
Sure. Yeah.
Don't worry about yards, completion percentage.
Gain of 11 that time. Moves the sticks. Ball resting at the 31. Quarterback decides to keep it. This might have been a broken play. Henry Jordan puts a shoulder into a defender and going to roll forward for a nice gain that time.
Broken play or not, it worked.
It sure did. It looked like he was looking to hand that ball off and just decided to tuck it. But very effective. Gain of 8 that time.
Add it to the playbook.
That's it. Ball at the 38.
Here they come.
That's it.
Yeah.
They swarmed right in and stuffed him.
Listen, every short yardage situation, they're bringing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably going to have to look to pass on short yardage situations because they have stopped us, it seems like, every time there's been a short yardage situation.
Yeah. Looks like Kenyon Conklin was in there along with Fertile, number 4, on that stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 2 now for the Saints. Here's a snap. Colin Campbell dives forward. It looks like he will have enough for a first down. It's going to be close.
He's got it. Far official signal.
That's
move
right.
The chains.
They wave the chains. So Campbell with 2.5 on that carry. They'll take it. Ball right at the 41-yard line. End around, left side, has room, puts his shoulder down, hammers the defender. Oh, and a flag. It's going to be a gain of 11. As the officials confer, don't feel good about it. Oh,
personal foul against Snider.
Snider, okay.
Do you feel better about it now?
Well, I guess, yeah. Here's the call.
Dead ball. Personal foul on the defense. Resolve the play as a first down.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 13. That's a 15-yard penalty right there, taking it down to the 33-yard line of Snider. So the Saints responding. Penalty surely helps, but that would have been another first down on that run anyway. So here we go, in Snider territory with a fresh set of downs. With split back, second man through. He's got room. He's through the middle. Stiff arm down inside the red zone of the 15.
Counter tray.
Is A.J. Shefferly on the carry.
You'll see here on the replay, you'll see the left guard and tackle. They pull around to the right side, and Shefferly just snuggles in behind him.
Great execution.
For a 19-yard gain.
Great execution. Here comes your look at it right here from Air X-Ray. Second man through, they pull. Fantastic run that time. Back to live action. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. End around, left side. Colin Campbell getting close to the end zone, down to the 1-yard line.
Saints have struggled with one to go, Sean.
That they did.
What do you see here? No dog pounds coming in.
No. O-line so far exerting their will on those two runs especially right there.
Hands on hips for the Snider Panthers. You're starting to see some of that.
Yep. Split backs for the Saints. 1st and goal from the 1.5. Here's a snap. Campbell can't find it that time. No gain on the play. These short yardage situations.
Here's the dog pound.
Snider's right there. Here they come. Number 23, number 24 coming in for the Saints.
Number 6, Dougie Henry, Gunnar McCarthy, Houston Ellinger. This is the direct snap to Ellinger, and he picks a side. I like the right side here.
Here's a snap. Oh, ball's on the turf. He's going to run to the right side. He's got a man to beat. He has an open field. He's at the 5. He's into the score.
Put that one in the score in the playbook too.
Wow. Houston Ellinger with a singular effort outruns the defense and puts 6 on the board for the Saints.
6 points on the board, about 6 gray hairs on Coach Garrett.
That's right. All right, Brian has it queued up. Here's your Air X-Ray replay right here. As you can see, it was just a fumbled snap, and he just outruns the defender on the edge. He's got some downfield blocking.
Great block out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Was that Danis? I think it was.
18.
Yep, Thomas Danis.
There you go. Don't give up on the play.
That's it. Lucas Wynn caps this one, and it's good. 7 points on the board for the Saints. 10-6 is your score with 5:22 remaining. Our 30-second break is right now. You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Buchanan, your career moves with purpose. Start strong with a position in sales, admin, accounting, operations, or as a truck driver or mechanic. We recognize when you go above and beyond. That's why we offer competitive benefits, health coverage, and retirement plans. We provide the training and support you need to succeed. Community isn't just a value at Buchanan, it's an action. So if you're looking for more than a job and you want a career that grows with you, then discover the Buchanan Advantage.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. The Bishop Dwenger Saints have capped an 80-yard drive with a 1.5-yard run by Houston Ellinger, that he took about 30 yards to run. But it worked, and the Saints are now on top 10-6 here with 5:22 remaining here in the first half. What do you have from the other side of town, Joe?
Well, 14-0. Carroll up on Northrop was the last update I had.
Okay. Lucas Wynn ready to kick this one away. He is a lefty.
Oh, golly.
Not good. Not good.
Offsides.
Offsides?
Yeah, it was offsides.
Rein in the horses.
That'll drive Coach Ellinger, special teams coordinator, nuts.
Yeah. Well, while the Saints reset, let's talk a little bit about Air X-Ray. Leaks, drainage, radon. Air X-Ray fixes them all. From waterproofing to ventilation, they keep water out and clean air in. Protect your home and your health with Air X-Ray protection you can trust. We'll place the ball at the 35-yard line. Lucas Wynn will re-kick. It'll be interesting to see with Snider, if in fact they go back to that run game, which of course they will, if in fact the Saints make some adjustments on defense, whether it's personnel or scheme, I don't know. But the Snider Panthers back on offense, they had a successful drive, put a touchdown on the board, and they're coming up next. This one can be returned from the 2.5-yard line. He's got some room through the middle. He's past the 30. And finally taken down near the 37-yard line.
Looked like Thomas Danis there, or maybe Parrish, Jackson Parrish on the stop.
Okay.
34-yard return. Plenty of time left here.
Hunter on the return that time. He's a sophomore wearing number 22, 6'2", 180 pounds. Snider comes out with excellent field position, ball resting at their own 38-yard line to start this drive. Here's a snap, going to be an edge around. Trying to find some room, nothing there. Nothing there, big hit.
Looked like Cooper Campbell over there on a big hit. Teams have not had much success on that jet sweep this year, the Saints. Saints are so fast on defense. They may not be big up front on the D-line, but they're fast at every position.
Great technique. They take the right pursuit angles. They're able to stretch things out and get those blocks off their shoulders. Yeah, excellent pursuit that time.
And they'll lower the boom when they get there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. As Snider comes out of the huddle. Timeout on the field, called by Snider, I believe. So Snider blows their second timeout right here on 2nd and 10 with 4:28 remaining in the second quarter. We'll step out for a 30-second break. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.
Welcome to Air X-Ray, your best solution for indoor air quality. Start protecting your home with our interior and exterior waterproofing services for basements and crawl spaces. Prevent moisture, mold, and flooding, all while improving the air quality in your home. Visit airxray.com or call us at 260-407-1022 for a healthier home today.
Gentlemen, after the timeout is over by the Snider Panthers, their second of the half. They're facing a 2nd and 10. Man in motion now. They fake it to him. Look to throw backside. He's got a catch on his hands. Not much afterwards, as a gain of maybe a couple. Let's check in down on the sidelines with John Kelty, who's got some updates from around the area. John, what do you have?
Thanks, Sean. Wayne and Lures. Wayne's up 7-3. East Noble up 13-0 on New Haven. Leo up 23-0 on Columbia City. And Southside up 21-0 on Concordia Lutheran. And then the one we're all looking at, Joe mentioned, Carroll up 14-0 on Northrop.
All right, great stuff, John. Thanks very much. Did he say Wayne was up?
Wayne was up. They haven't said, those words haven't been spouted off too much this year.
Wayne over Lewis so far. Wow. On 3rd and 7, Snider has some pressure. He's got a dump valve and immediately hit and knocked out of bounds for no gain on the play. Heads up play by the linebacker right there. Was that Henry?
Another flag comes flying out. That was an outstanding play by Doug Henry. And then somebody over there said something and ended up with a flag. I think it's going to be on the Saints.
I think you're right. Someone's using their mouth instead of their body to play, and it caught up to him.
And let me tell you this, Kirk Tittman over there loves to work the officials and get in their ear and try to get them to throw flags. I mean, that's his M.O.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the call is. Here comes the white hat from the meeting. So the catch was for no gain. Stick says 3rd and 7. Here comes the call from the white hat as the Saints move backwards.
Dead ball, personal foul on the defense. The player is ejected.
Oh, wow. That is a serious offense as the player gets ejected. And the two officials are over talking to Coach Garrett about it right now. As we make a defensive substitution. And missing that player is going to hurt on both sides of the ball. So after the penalty, they place the ball at the Saints' 44-yard line. Snider with a fresh set of downs. Here's a snap. Quarterback decides to keep it through the middle, looking for some room. He gets stuck at the 41. Not much more after that.
Harris is in the game now, quarterback number 14 for Snider.
Yeah. Henry on the stop that time. Gain of about 4. Jaywin Harris, he is a junior quarterback, 5'10", 160 pounds, wearing number 14. Here is the snap. He is out. That time again, back to the starting quarterback, Johnson. The run through the middle is going to get him a few more yards, bring up 3rd and 4 at the Saints' 38-yard line.
I have Snider 1 of 3 so far in this game on 3rd down tries.
This is going to be a big one because they're outside of field goal range and they've got 4 yards to go. It's not automatic here. Max Johnson, again, the sophomore quarterback, back in at signal caller. Single setback is Davis. Looks to throw on play action. Looking, firing through the middle, over the head and incomplete of his intended receiver. He had a shot at it, but it was just too tall for him.
Pressure on the play applied by Casey Piper from his middle linebacker position. Laid a hit there on Max Johnson as he threw the ball.
Liam Moore, the intended receiver that time. The incomplete pass brings up a 4th and 4, and it looks like the punt team is coming on for the Snider Panthers. Whistle blows. I think Coach Garrett called a timeout, and he did. 2:09 remaining here in the first half. With a timeout on the field. Let's go ahead and step out, Brian, for a 30-second break. When we come back, Snider gets ready to punt this one away. 10-6 is your score. Saints on top. You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
I think it was McCarthy.
Yeah, it was. Gunnar McCarthy. Yeah.
Life together is a beautiful and unique journey. From unforgettable moments to sharing an everlasting love. Create a one-of-a-kind ring that captures your story at Peter Franklin Jewelers.
We are back to live action, ladies and gentlemen. 10-6 is your score as the timeout is over and both teams make their way back onto the field. Snider Panthers facing a 4th and 4 right now from the Dwenger 38. And the punt team was on, but now the offense is back on. So maybe the Snider Panthers are deciding to go for it here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got movement.
How about 4th and 9?
4th and 9 now as the hard count worked against Snider as half their team moved.
And it's so frustrating, and I've seen that when you come out of a timeout and you tell your offense, look, we're going to hard count them.
Yeah.
Nobody jump.
Yeah.
We're going to get the defense to jump. We're going to get a free first down. Coming out of a timeout, and your offense jumps. I've been there. It's like
we're all set, right,
guys?
Are you
kidding me?
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
That's right.
We're not jumping.
Yeah. Well, they did, and 4th and 9 now causes the punt team to come on for Snider. Single man back deep for the Saints. Low snap. It's bobbled. Pressure's coming. He does get the kick away.
Don't touch it.
Oh, Dwenger decides to try and get the ball. Touched it. It was live, and it looks like they miraculously have come up with the ball. Unbelievable. An up back reached up for the ball, and it went right through his hands. He touched it, and somehow the Saints were able to grab that.
Whew.
Wow. I don't know. That might be a bang-bang play to catch on replay, but we're going to try and find out right here. Again, low snap. He was able to get the ball away, and then, yeah, the up back reached up for it. Thank goodness they were paying attention to the ball. They were able to cover back at the 21-yard line. Wow. Dwenger Snider, here we go.
Let's not forget their kids.
That's right. Yes.
Let's not forget.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Can Dwenger stretch the lead going into halftime? Here's a snap. Jordan looks over the defense, has time, fires out to the flats. He's got a man. It is caught. Pushes forward, gain of about 9 that time, close to the 30-yard line. Clock will continue to run. Thomas Danis on the catch that time, I believe. Yeah, 16. Yep.
No, Danis is 18. Thomas
Danis.
No, 16 is not a receiver.
Okay. So it was.
Those jerseys roll up on him.
They do. I can't. Yeah, but it was Danis on the catch.
Yep.
Okay, so movement against the offense, moves them back 5 yards, does stop the clock with 1:37 to go, the ball resting out to 25. Folks, stick around during halftime. We've got a very special guest coming up for our halftime interview. He is the superintendent of Catholic education for the Diocese of Fort Wayne South Bend. David Mogul is going to join us up here in the booth, and we're having a nice State of the Union talk with Mr. Mogul. On second down. Here they are looking to throw. He checks off. He's got pressure, fires out of bounds, and incomplete that time. Avoids the sack. No flags on the play. So that'll stop the clock and burn the down. 1:14 remaining. Really hope that the Saints would put something together here from a 2-minute drill perspective, Joe.
Well, from the first pass with 8 yards, but then it's funny how penalties can just rob your momentum.
3rd and long here for the Saints. He looks to throw, fires, incomplete, and no good. A lot of pepper on that ball.
Yeah, dangerous pass there. A Snider defender dove for the ball, trying to get that interception, and was just out of his reach. Very dangerous.
So a quick 3 and out for the Saints. And Lucas Wynn will be on to launch this one away and give the Snider really good field position here.
Snider will have a chance here before half to get some more points on the board.
I believe they've got 1 timeout remaining, and they're going to have a short field in front of them. Great snap. Punt is away.
Really good.
Good kick over the head of the intended recipient and takes a nice Dwenger bounce. Beautiful kick. And they'll touch up near the 21-yard line.
Yeah, and Sean, that all started with a great long snap, right, by Vance Diebenbrock. And his dad's not here tonight because apparently he had a bad – he didn't do a very good job planning his travels, and he got stuck in an airport somewhere. So he's listening in tonight.
Well, free Wi-Fi at the Detroit airport, so you can catch YouTube right there.
54-yard punt.
Beautiful. So let's see what the Snider Panthers can do with 57 seconds remaining here in the first half and a timeout. That punt was tremendous because, again, the up back was standing near the midfield stripe, so you'd think they'd have half a field to go. No, they've got 80 yards, 79 yards to go here to try and put in more points on the board. And here's a give right through the middle, and it's a good run, more than 10, out past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Burton on the run, Max Jordan on the stop. Another tackle for your free safety.
And they are finding just pay dirt right through the middle of that defensive line. First down. Again, give to Burton. Not much there. Maybe a yard, maybe two.
Xavier Dowdge and Cooper Campbell on the stop. I believe that will be their final
Snider
timeout.
burns their final timeout. Well, folks, the Oral Surgery Group and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery are your trusted experts in wisdom teeth removal, dental implants, and facial cosmetic rejuvenation. That's OMSA, a proud supporter of the Saints Sports Network and Bishop Dwenger High School. So Snider taking their last timeout right now. Will have 42 and a half seconds remaining after this timeout, facing a 2nd and 9. Ball at their 34-yard line. Join us again here next Friday night, folks, as the Bishop Dwenger Saints will end the regular season contest against the Southside Archers. Pre-game should start about 6:45.
That will not be a live pregame, Sean.
Until someone tells us different. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're not going to be down on the field and doing all that stuff. But how great was it to see those coaches and players from 2015, huh?
Yeah, nice stroll down memory lane.
Yeah. Here's 2nd and 9 for the Snider Panthers. Trips package to the right side. Here's a snap, play action, throw over the middle. He's got his man. Oh, he couldn't bring it in. Intended receiver that time was number 23 for the Snider Panthers, and he just couldn't keep his hands on it. That was Cason Warfield.
The sophomore, Cason Warfield. Yeah. Good pass.
Yeah, catchable for sure. He tried 3 times.
3 times, yeah, 3 shots at it.
All right, so that burns it down. 3rd and 9 coming up, taking some time off the clock, not much.
I would assume they're going to run it here and let the clock run.
Right.
Yep. Saints going to call a timeout, maybe try to get a block punt, something. I would call timeout. Yeah, they do. Going to force them to punt the ball.
Yep.
Get a chance to maybe block it. The last snap was not good for Snider.
Right. See if they can bring some heat and make something happen.
Get some cheap points.
Yeah. Let's think about that. If, in fact, something happens near the 30-yard line, you know, that is within his range.
For sure.
So,
Lucas win.
Yeah.
For sure.
Snider facing a 4th and 5 right now with the ball resting at their own 38-yard line. And if it does go askew, there is plenty of time, 34.6 seconds. And trying to get a read. Both teams are out of timeouts now, is that correct?
That's it. Zeros.
Yeah. Okay. So the Saints may have to get creative on clock management here. But let's see here. Beckham Russell back deep at his own 30-yard line.
It does not appear that the Saints are setting up for a block.
I don't know. They got 3 bunches out here on the edge. Let's see what happens. They do get the kick away. Oh, it's a nice kick.
You have to return this one.
Yep. Oh, he drops the ball at the 25. He's hit immediately and smothered. So he does maintain possession. But Beckham Russell, he took a beating on that one.
Yep.
And he is
still down. Micah Moore on the tackle for Snider.
He's slow getting up.
37-yard punt.
Timeout on the field as number 11 is still down on her knee. Yeah, they're going to ask him to come off and get checked out.
If I'm the Saints, I just run the ball and get into halftime.
Call it good.
Don't take any chances
That's
down
right.
here.
Yep. So both defenses coming up big here at the end of the second quarter to stifle any offense. Henry Jordan will be under center, and he will take a knee. And that's going to do it for your first half of action, ladies and gentlemen. Saints up 10-6 to end the first half. And an up and down first half. We'll talk a lot more about it during our halftime presentation as both squads start to make their way off the field with about 2 seconds remaining. And that will do it for our first half of action. When we come back, we'll have some scores from around the area. We'll talk to our VIP special guest and break down what we saw in the first half and look forward to see what we have in the second half. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back for our halftime show. You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
As Dwenger alumni and citizens of two worlds, we know how important it is to have the sacraments of the Catholic Church available as we pass on from this life. We are excited to announce the opening of St. Joe Hospice Suites as the only faith-based hospice in Northeast Indiana. In our St. Joseph's Chapel, the Blessed Sacrament and Adoration will be offered to our families along with an intimate private mass to be said within our patient suites. All sacraments will be encouraged. St. Joe Hospice Suites, offering Catholic compassion and care when it's needed most.
The Bishop Dwenger Saints are heating up the field, and Masters Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing wants to make sure your home is ready this season. Get the MVP of home comfort, a super tune-up for just $69. And here's the game changer, free duct cleaning up to 16 openings when you purchase a complete system. Need more? It's just $30 per opening after that. Protect your home turf with Masters Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Proud supporters of Bishop Dwenger football. Go Saints!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live. This is our halftime presentation. Alongside Joe Wharton, I'm Sean McBride. The Saints enjoying a 10-6 lead right now and going into the halftime break. So great physical and penalty-laden first half. And it looks like right now, if in fact we can see the celebration continues down on the field, the class of 2015, the state champion class of 2015 being honored during our halftime show. So Joe Romy down there able to catch a lot of that action, which is fantastic. And it looks like, Joe, a good number of kids. I say kids.
They're not kids anymore.
That's right. They've come back and have fun. I see a baby in tow and some beards out there and some male pattern baldness, to be honest, on some of these guys.
It happens, Sean.
It does happen.
You would know.
I would know. I'm the poster boy for that stuff. So anyway, while they are having fun down on the field, we'll have some fun up here in the box as well. As our very special guest, Dave Muggle, who's the superintendent of Catholic education for the Diocese of Fort Wayne South Bend, has joined us. So Dave, thanks very much for being with us, and welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. It's an honor to be here. It's always fun to watch our Saints go on top here right before half, I guess. I thought the score would be a little bit different, but we're glad they're on top.
That's exactly right. So, for everyone to know, this is kind of a strange thing. Of course, you know, Joe and I being very good friends, and he has met Dave previously on numerous occasions. But I found out that Dave was going to be at at the game tonight from our floor director, Terry Daisy, because they go way back, apparently. Dave, you used to coach with Terry, is that right?
Yeah. I was defensive coordinator at Central Noble for 10 years, and
wow.
We coached together, had some really fun times, and some good teams actually back then.
Fantastic. Good stuff. All right. So the world gets smaller and smaller, Joe.
It sure does. Now, what kind of things went on at Central Noble up there when you guys were coaching? Did you ever go out after the game and buy Terry dinner?
No. What the deal was, we went to Trevor Tipton, the head coach's place, and got in the pool and played 21 knockout, and it was broken noses, bloody faces. Yeah, it was a blast, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Noble County can get crazy.
Yeah.
I've often wondered why Terry looks the way he does.
Yeah.
You just answered a lot of questions right there, Dave. So good stuff. Well, on to more important things. The superintendent of Catholic Education for the Diocese of Fort Wayne South Bend. For folks that don't know, number of schools, number of kids, any facts or figures that you might, I know you didn't bring your notes.
Boy, you put them on the spot,
I
didn't
know,
you?
I did, but it's a big job, but very, very rewarding, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're blessed. We serve 43 schools over 10 different counties. This is the first time, I think, since 2014 we went over 14,000 students participating in our Catholic schools across the diocese. Totally blessed, really blessed to have the teachers and the principals and the pastors that we have serving these families each and every day. It's been a very big reward for me as I've grown immensely in my faith. I think even when you get to actually practice your faith within your job on a daily basis, it just really enhances that opportunity. So I feel totally blessed by that.
You bet. And talking a little bit about dissecting that, I know Bishop Darcy and even Bishop Rhodes, you know, our high schools, the four, what he would call the crown jewels, if you will, in our diocese, tremendous high schools. You're seeing some really quality young people coming out of those high schools from the virtue perspective, the academic perspective, and just the quality of persons perspective.
Yeah, you know, each and every year they're challenged with how are they going to step up and meet the needs of those families, those kids' interests. One of the blessings about Catholic schools are we look at the whole person. We're not trying to train them for a specific job. We're trying to help them find their vocation in life so that when they leave here, they're excited about what they do for the rest of their life. Because we all know you work the rest of your life once you get out of high school. And so it's been a blessing to see that.
You bet. Absolutely. Now, some great news, you know, here locally at Bishop Dwenger High School. Obviously, I think it was October 3rd was the groundbreaking of the CTE. For folks that weren't here or maybe didn't have a chance to read Today's Catholic, tell us a little bit about your involvement with that and how excited you are for the CTE.
Yeah, so I was really excited when Jason brought this idea to me and we talked about it. And I had an opportunity when I was a high school principal to do a renovation of a CTE facility at the high school I was at. So when he started doing some planning and thinking and mapping out size of buildings and equipment, I was able to get him to my old high school to kind of see what that size looks like and what the equipment setup looks like and things like the dust collection system that no one ever talks about or the air, you know, those kinds of things. And so, yeah, I've helped along the lines with, you know, those kinds of ideas, but it's Jason and his team that have taken the ball and ran with it. And it looks like it's going to be a great facility.
He's being very humble. I was part of that group that went to Northwood with him and looked at it, and it's a beautiful facility.
Right.
He helped think of every detail possible, and really we use that as our guiding light for the design and layout of what Dwenger's doing. And I think Dwenger will be, one of only a few high schools in the nation that have a trade center attached on campus.
Yeah, I think it's one of three.
Wow.
Yeah, so it is it's a unique thing for sure, and I think it's a need. I mean, obviously, our young people have talents in a lot of different ways, and so being able to marry academics with hands-on abilities, that's critical. And I think our students are really going to benefit greatly from it.
Question about that, you know, from an administrative perspective, if we have anybody watching or listening tonight that has a real interest in something like that, would you, from your perspective, have them talk to the folks here at Dwenger as far as, you know, details and what it all entails and just to get them, you know, involved in that process of coming over and seeing what it's all about, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They need to reach out because they want to see what the programming is going to be, right? And so the curriculum, and there's going to be some scaffolding. Not everything's going to be in place in year one once the building's done.
Sure.
So there's going to be some scaffolding with programming. But the vision for it is tremendous, and excited about the variety of what they're going to be able to offer as well. Everything from some construction to some nursing to some engineering, and then also building in entrepreneurship and business within that, because a lot of these folks are, you start at the ground, but you hope to own something someday, right? And we want to give them that vision, not just to stay steady at one position, but continue to look at how you're going to grow even when you become a young adult.
Sure.
So that is also, David, correct me if I'm wrong, but some of those programs will be dual credit programs.
Absolutely, yeah.
So kids could leave Dwenger with college credits in hand when they enter the workforce.
Absolutely, and that's going to be the goal of almost every one of those programs, is to have dual credits tied to them for that simple reason. Going into a journeyman's program, getting some dual credits prior to that is really going to enhance their ability to get through that program.
Fantastic stuff. In case you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, we're speaking with Mr. David Mogul, who is the Superintendent of Catholic Education for the Diocese of Fort Wayne, South Bend. Dave, how long have you been with the diocese now? It hasn't been long, right?
No.
Okay.
This is the start of my fifth year, the start of my third year as superintendent.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah.
Tell us about the cabinet meetings.
The cabinet meetings are great. They're great. I say yes, and we go on, right?
They won't go any further than this room.
That's right, yeah. I've been in a few of those. So
you just nod your head, and it's over,
Yeah, that's right. Good stuff, yeah. A little bit about personal life, married, single, kids, where are you at with that whole thing?
Yeah, so we're kind of in transition. All three of our young men are gone and out of the house, and we have just sold our place in Wakarusa, and currently are in the process of building a house in Albion area out by Channel 8 State Park.
Oh, okay.
We have some acreage out there, and we hope to be out of a friend's basement. We've been there for about 7 weeks now. We're hoping by Thanksgiving we'll be in a house. So,
okay,
yeah,
good
excited.
stuff. So on Sundays we could probably see a Blessed Sacrament, right?
Absolutely,
okay.
yeah. We were there when we were in Albion the first time, and Blessed Sacrament is our parish that we've always enjoyed. Our kids did some Sunday school stuff there, and we really do like that.
It's a little different today than the old grocery store, right?
Yeah, exactly. We come back and we're like, hey, where's the IGA store? You know what I mean? So it's exciting to see the beauty of that church. It's just enhanced everything, and they just celebrated 150th anniversary last week or the week before.
Okay,
yeah,
good stuff. We're going to let you go soon, but State of the Union, Catholic education, you're feeling good, you're strong. Are we growing? Are we shrinking? How are things on the day-to-day?
So overall, there's some definite growth overall. There's pockets where we really need to figure out how we're going to come alongside some of these parish schools that are smaller. We have an enhanced approach with SGOs. So we hired a development director for SGOs who is doing a lot of outreach this year, getting to know parishes, getting to know pastors. We're doing our first program actually tomorrow night. Me and the director are going to St. John the Evangelist in Goshen, and we're going to present to a group of people there about how the SGOs work, how it can enhance the ability to support families in need if they want to attend that school. That's going to be another big push that we're going to have probably for the next 3 to 5 years.
Now, not to take up too much more of your time, but you use the term SGO, Scholarship Granting Organization, as far as that goes, but everyone should really know about that because there's really opportunities for everybody.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a CEO, you don't have to be a president, you don't have to, you can just be someone with a big heart that wants to give, right?
Absolutely. Whether it's $1,000 or $10,000 or $100,000, that tax credit is back at 50%. So, whatever you give, you get 50% of that back on a tax credit. And like you said, it doesn't matter the amount. All of it works towards helping a family in need be able to afford going to a Catholic school, and we're excited about it.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Well, Dave, I can't thank you enough for being with us tonight, and enjoy the rest rest of the show.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
It's great being here.
Good stuff. David Mogo is the superintendent of Catholic Education for the Diocese of Fort Wayne and South Bend, and we're honored that he's been our guest tonight. We're going to go ahead and step out for a 1-minute break. When we come back, third quarter action is right around the corner. This is Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Tippmann Group is a family-owned business that's proud to call Fort Wayne home. We build cold storage facilities all around the United States, run one of the largest cold storage companies in the nation, and lease office space in Fort Wayne, like inside the Lincoln Tower.
Hi, I'm John Tippmann, president of Tippmann Group, and our family has been part of the Bishop Dwenger family for many years. We are a proud supporter of Dwenger Athletics. Go Saints!
From Italian classics at Salvatore's to sizzling fajitas and bold margaritas at El Azteca, premium steaks seared to perfection at Shorty's, or the freshest seafood at Paula's on Main, and of course, the iconic Powers Slider. Proud to be locally owned and operated, the Salvatore's Restaurant Group provides unique dining experiences crafted with passion right here in Fort Wayne. Wherever you join us, it's always our family serving yours.
What do you want to talk about? You don't want to talk. Terry can do stats. Oh, turns out we're back. All right. Terry Daisy is with us tonight, and let's see. I think, did I unplug it, Terry? I think
no,
I
that's
have.
no,
oh,
that's,
okay. You're using Joe's. Good
yes,
stuff.
yeah.
All right, Terry, run us through the numbers real quick.
Well, just real quick. Total yards, Snider 130, Dwenger 178. Passing for Snider's 43, 54 for the Saints. Conversions, third down, Saints were 2 of 11. I'm sorry, Saints were 1 of 5. Snider was 2 of 11. 9 first downs for the Saints, 7 for Snider. Let me, sorry, I got to switch pages here. I can get you some. For Bishop Dwenger, Henry was 6 of 10 for 54 yards. Rushing, A.J. Shefferly, 8 rushes for 74. You had Campbell had 8 for 35. On the Snider side, your top people, Max Johnson was 4 of 9 for 43. Rushing, Jordan Davis was 7 of 45. Burton was 7 for 30.
All right. Good stuff, Terry. Thanks very much. We're going to check in with John down on the field and see if he can't get into Coach's ear and see what he has to say for a halftime update. But in the meantime, we've got about 40, 45 seconds to go before they reset the clock and get things underway. But we'll wait to hear if John can get with Coach sometime soon. Folks, Ziegler Auto Group is proud to fulfill our mission right here in Fort Wayne. Our family providing your experience with the ultimate automotive experience. That's Ziegler Automotive. That's that brand new Subaru shop right at the corner of Lima and Coliseum. Big, beautiful expansion right there. They clean up the sidewalks and roadways, so it's all good there. Let's see if John is with Coach down on the sidelines. No, he's not, apparently.
Hey, we were cutting a little close to the start of the second half, so I didn't want to bother Coach Garrett, but it seems like the message at halftime was it's all about willpower. This is a rivalry game, no doubt about it. Exert your will, keep taking care of the football, get the offense going, and then clean up the penalties was that message.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff, John. Thanks very much for that. And I would call that a great message, Joe. Did we track penalties at all in the first half? Do we know? Yeah, penalties. I don't know if you did or not. I don't pay attention to what you say, Terry. I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. But way too many pieces of laundry on the field in the first half there. And it's a good message. So. Okay, so we had 3 for 30. That Snider had 3 for 30. The Saints, 8 penalties for 80 yards. Wow.
Yikes.
Yeah, that is not good.
80 yards.
At all. Yeah.
Got to clean that up.
That's a complete drive right there. Yeah, so. Well, again, folks, we've got about close to a minute and a half left as they reset and start getting the teams back ready for the third quarter. So, Joe, besides cleaning up penalties, what's on your list of things that you would like to see from the Bishop Dwenger Saints?
Well, I'd like to see them get a takeaway. We talked about that in our pregame show.
Right.
They've only had one in the last 2 weeks. That was an interception against Northrop. They were really ball thieves the first half of the season. That has slowed down the last 2 weeks, so I'd like to see them get in there, get some turnovers, clean up the penalties, and the rest should take care of itself.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So it seems to me that from a physical perspective, the front defensive line, Joe, for the Saints, they need to do something about getting trapped up front, because every time they go to the middle, they've got lanes. Snider does.
Well, Snider always seems to have a good offensive line, right? They love to pull their guards. The Saints D line, again, we talked about. They're undersized, but they are so quick and strong and tenacious.
Yeah.
Usually can help them win the line of scrimmage. They're having a little trouble with that tonight. So if I was going to add a third thing to what I'd like to see happen, stop the run. If you can force Snider to throw the ball, you're going to be real happy with how that rolls out.
Yeah, that's it. So, okay, folks. Well, we're down to about 30 seconds right now left to go. Let's go down to the sidelines and check in with John.
Hey, quick update score-wise. Lures is still down to Wayne at halftime, 7-3. And then over at Spoler Stadium, Northrop down to Carroll, 21-7. Carroll's up.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, John. Okay. So, if the Saints can hold out here, and the score continues the way it is over with the Carroll Northrop game,
this becomes right now a trophy game, Sean.
That's it.
You know, you got to be able to close out a trophy game.
Yeah, 24 minutes to go.
Exactly right.
Yeah. Okay, the siren has sounded. Snider deferred, so the kick team is on for the Bishop Dwenger Saints as Lucas Wynn will come out and launch from the 40. Lining into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Here we go. Let's see what kind of adjustments Saints have made to stop that run of Snider and see if we can get a quick 3 and out and set the tone for the second half.
Saints defense coming out to start the third quarter. Up front for the Snider Panthers, the Big Uglies, Leland Jen, Sawyer Tipman, Crosby Daniels, Sebastian Lewis, and Connor Bander. Front five, averaging 6'1", 251 pounds for the Snider Panthers. 3 seniors and 2 sophomores on that front line. From the shotgun, here's the first snap, give through the middle, and so far so good for the Saints defense. No gain on the play. Believe that was Burton on the carry. No, check that. Number 12, Jordan Davis. No gain, brings up 2nd and 10.
Cooper Campbell on the stop.
3 wideouts left. Single setback.
Oh, come on.
Saints pull.
Let's see what it is.
Is it a false start or is it an offside? I think it's going to be a false start. I think the slot receiver.
Saints jump, but they were pointing at one of the Snider players.
Yep.
It is a false start.
Yep.
I take back that, oh, come on. Take that right back.
I think that was Wade Raines, number 3, who got the yips on that one, I think. 5-yard penalty brings up 2nd and 15 now.
Logan Parrish checks into the game for Ellinger.
Here's a snap. Again, trying something through the middle. He's still on his feet after hitting the scrum. Did they call him down?
I think they stop play.
Okay.
And then a late flag.
Oh, my goodness, from the white hat. This one might go against Snider. I don't know.
Well, the Saints seem pretty happy.
Yeah. He's talking to some Snider players right there. All right, here comes the call. That was a personal foul against the offense. That'll be half the distance to the goal.
20 yards and penalties real quick here for Snider on their opening drive of this second half.
Yikes.
The player for Snider was called off the field. He's running over to Coach Tittman, and Coach Tittman just points down the field.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Keep walking.
Keep walking. I don't want to talk to you right now.
Wow. They are hard at it right now. It's going to bring up 2nd and 23 now for the Snider Panthers in the shadow of their own end zone. Dialing up the pressure. Looks like the Saints are coming off the edge. They throw it out to the flats. It's going to be low and incomplete that time. His intended receiver, again, was number 3, Wade Raines.
That was a third down, Sean. This comes up fourth down.
Was it third?
The scoreboard said second. The down marker said third.
Okay.
Now it's switched to fourth, and the punt team's in.
Okay.
I don't blame you for that, Sean.
Well, thank you.
You were looking at the scoreboard.
I was. Yep. So here comes the punt team. Kind of a late substitution. Here they come on their hustle horse. He's going to stay near the back of his end zone. Mang Tun is the punter for the Snider Panthers. 5, 4.
Oh, they're going to reset.
Now they reset the clock. What a deal. Okay. It's a good snap. Takes his time, gets the kick away. It's a good one. And it is caught at the 46-yard line. He's got a return on his hands. He's got some open field inside the 30, inside the 20, down to the 10, towards the end zone. He's got a touchdown.
Oh, they called him out.
Oh, they called him out at the 3-yard line. Was that O'Keefe on the return?
That was O'Keefe on the return. 43-yard return for O'Keefe, setting up the Saints in ideal starting field position for their first possession of the second half.
Wow. Here comes your Air X-ray replay right now. Again, good snap. He gets the kick away, but a tremendous job by O'Keefe finding some green acres out there.
And waiting for a block.
Yes.
Right there.
Yep. Let's see.
Yep, he did.
He did. All right. Yeah. All right, Saints looking good here at the start of the third quarter. Forcing a punt, and now they have it 1st and goal. From the 3, give to the second man. He's in. Colin on the carry.
3 yards.
6 points on the board for the Saints. That's a one-play drive with seconds taken off, but the Saints now up 2 scores.
Sean, if you want to set the tone of second half, you do that. 3 and out on defense.
Yeah.
One play drive. Big special teams play by O'Keefe. Score a touchdown. And there is a lot of energy on the Saints sideline. I think they now realize this is a trophy game.
As the Godfather would say, the Momo is definitely in the corner of the Saints. Win with the PAT is up and good. Your score now is 17-6. Saints over the Snider Panthers. We'll step out for a 30-second break. Third quarter action coming right up. You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Huh? Dirty old furnace. Call MJM Mechanical.
Dirty furnace? Clean it up with an MJM Mechanical Furnace Tune-Up. Lower utility bills, increase furnace lifespan, and guarantee a breakdown-free season for only $89. Quality is not just something we say, it's in everything we do. So visit mjmfortwayne.com or call today.
We are back to live action here, ladies and gentlemen. Coming off of the Colin Campbell 3-yard touchdown run, we can take a look at it right here on your Air X-ray replay. Just a great job following that lead blocker, getting bounced outside and walking into the end zone is number 36, Colin Campbell. 17-6 is your score with 10:38 remaining here in the third quarter.
Checking in on our Catholic brothers to the south. They are now down to Wayne, 20-9.
Wow. Did not expect that. Is that at Wayne?
Well, remember, the Wayne's new head coach, right, was
he was a Lures guy.
Former
That's
Lures
right.
coordinator, yeah.
Yeah. He knows all their secrets. The counter trade, the quick screens, the jailbreak screen. Man, Lures knows offense, I tell you what. Lucas Wynn puts his left leg into it. This one trailing to the edge, and it will be returned near the 4. He's at the 10, 15, 20. Going down to the sideline, running down the numbers. And he is going to be caught from the back and dropped in Dwenger territory at about the 48-yard line. Great return by Snider.
When Wynn does not get it, 49-yard return, when Wynn does not get it into the end zone, we have seen the kickoff coverage team have some holes in it.
That's right.
They did against Northrop in the fourth quarter.
Well, they're not used to it.
They're kind of used to it going in the end zone.
Yeah, that's right.
In their defense.
Yeah. Wait, we actually have to do something? Oh, okay. All right. Well, Snider with that 49-yard return puts the ball in Dwenger territory at the 48. Low snap, quick fire out to the flats. He's got his man, breaks one tackle, can't break another.
Piper over there from linebacker spot made the stop on 41, the receiver. I don't even have a 41 on the roster here,
I don't
Sean.
either. I was just looking at the two deeps, and I don't see him. So,
was it
11? Oh, it was 11?
Landon Markley.
No,
I do have an 11.
It was 41.
It looked like 41.
Yeah. All right, gain of 5 that time brings up 2nd and 10. Dwenger defense shifts. They pull to the right side, trying to get outside. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. Good stop that time. No gain on the play. Shefferly on that on the attack.
Shefferly and Henry, I believe.
Yeah. Good backside penetration that time.
Well, when they run that counter trade and they pull people, you're supposed to chase them.
That's
Get
it.
right behind that guard and chase him. He'll take you to the back.
That's where the running back's going to be. So no gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 5. Oh, now we've got movement along the line for Snider.
False start on the offense. Replay 3rd down.
Might have been number 66, Leland Jen that time with the yips. Moves them back to 3rd and 10. Max Johnson's number 17 still in there for the Snider Panthers. Two wideouts left, one wide right. He looks to throw on 3rd and 10. Pressure coming from the outside. Slings it through the middle. He's got his man. That will be enough for a 1st down as he's going to be taken down near the Saints' 35-yard line.
The senior, Brashawn Johnson, 6'3", 180 pounds, hauls in that pass for a chain mover. We call that a chain mover.
That'll do it. Just north of the 35-yard line. That's an important 3rd down conversion for the Panthers. We'll see if they try an interior run here on 1st down. Here's a snap. Another counter. Breaking it outside. Looking for room. Won't find much. Is number 6, Burton, on the carry.
Xavier Dowdge on the stop. We've called his name a lot tonight.
Can't keep those Dowdges down.
They just keep coming.
Yeah, tough as nails. Gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9 for the Panthers. It's going to be a big year for them. Next year they're going to have a new house. A new Panther pen, right?
Oh, it's a beauty too.
Yeah. On 2nd and 9, play action, rolling left, looking, has pressure, fires, out of bounds and incomplete.
Smart move there.
Yeah.
Smart move by the quarterback, Max Johnson, to get rid of it. Nobody was there. Throw it out of bounds. Live to play another play.
Defense is stiffening for the Saints as they are looking at now a 3rd and 9 for the Panthers.
The second straight 3rd and 9 the Panthers have faced here.
Yeah. Here's a snap. Give to the tailback. He finds some room. He won't have enough for a first down, but it is a quality run inside the 30 down to about the 26.
Nice run there for Burton.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 4th and 1 for the Panthers. 4-down territory for the Panthers now as they're down 2 scores, 7:40 remaining here in the third quarter.
Earlier in the game when the Saints had a 4th down and 1, the Panthers stopped them.
That's right.
Now can the Saints stop Snider?
Wow. Turtle formation here. Everybody on the line.
Ooh, it looked like somebody jumped early.
Yeah, I thought so as well. It's going to be close. Saints say no. Terry says no. But what do the officials say? That's the question. They might bring the sticks out for this one. It is very, very close. Quarterback just decides to keep it and dove to the right side. And we've got an official timeout on the field as they will measure. You know, Joe, November 1st is right around the corner. Believe that? I mean, in a few weeks. But yeah. Purse Bingo's coming up.
Oh, that's
exciting. I know
exciting.
you can't make it. But
I can't make it.
Yeah.
Well, here we're getting our first look at Bart Tippmann running out there.
Boy.
He's kind of prancing out there with that chain.
Yeah.
He's going to have to work on his form a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Here's the stretch. Saints say no. The officials haven't said anything yet. He turns. It's a turnover. Yeah.
Saints
first
hold.
Down.
Saints
That's
hold.
It. Wow. Big play for the Saints
Here
defense.
comes Kurt Tippmann coming out through the numbers.
Yeah.
He doesn't like
there he is.
Doesn't like the chain gang, I guess.
Well, he's not talking to the chain gang. He's talking to his official or that side judge. That's why you make the big bucks being an official on the sidelines, I guess. Wow. Well, the defense holds. That was a big one right there as they kept the Snider Panthers out of the red zone and stalled the drive at the 25-yard line. All right, Saints back out on the field, led by Henry Jordan, the senior quarterback, 5'11", 180 pounds. Split backs behind him. Oh, here's a quick screen, or slant, I should say, out to the left edge.
That's an RPO.
Yeah.
Run pass option. He puts it in the back's belly, and he's reading one person. If that person comes up to play the run, he pulls it and throws it to the receiver. Good read there by Henry Jordan.
Clock continuing to tick down. Under 7 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Gain of 7 on that play. Plenty of time on the play clock. Here's a quick give to Colin Campbell. Trying his way around the left side. Still on his feet.
Yeah.
Look at that drive.
Great effort.
Yeah, got a gain of about 5 there, it looks like. He will have enough for a first down, and the chains will move.
Love the RPO call on first down, Sean.
Very effective.
Panthers are thinking run.
Sure.
They're coming up fast. Pull it, throw it, pick up 7, pick up 8, you know.
Well, yeah, because standard MO right now, keep the ball on the ground and grind it out, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, great call by the OC there. And great look by the quarterback. Here we go. Single setback. No, split back. Quarterback keeper this time. Tries to make a cut and can't.
There was nothing there for
Nothing
Jordan.
there, yeah.
Again, the Panthers are thinking run, right? And they're playing defense like that. They're bringing guys.
Yep.
And they're bringing guys off the edge, too. And
loading the box.
Well, the Snider defense has to make something happen.
That's right.
Right? They have to get the ball back for their offense.
2nd and 9. Again, little RPO, fires out to the edge. He's got his man. And he's going to be just shy of a first down. Russell Beckham with a comma in the middle.
Yes. The at some point I'd like to see him come back to where they ran Shefferly and that H-back on the opposite side, ran him behind the line, and then he popped out for a little arrow route. It was effective in the first half. They get lost behind the line there, and then they can pop out there on the other side, and it's an easy dump pass for them.
3rd and inches now for the Saints on offense at their own 48-yard line. Here's a quick give around the right edge. He's got the first down and more. Colin Campbell running. There's a flag on the play. He's still on his feet inside the 30, down to the 23. He's going to be upset, as I think this one might be coming back. We'll see if we can get a look at that that penalty. Talking to Lewis Morris right now. Here's your air x-ray replay right now. Morris is the guy who pulls, stays with his block.
Gosh, it looked like a pancake block.
Sure
I don't know what makes that a hold.
I agree. He had his hands inside his shoulders.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wow. No call yet by the white hat. Is that right? It will be against the Saints. They move it back to the 41-yard line.
Holding on the offense. Repeat, 3rd down.
Okay. So they erase the first down run by Campbell, and now it's going to be 3rd and 7 coming up for the Saints as the trips package moves out to the left side. Snider shows
Here
blitz.
comes.
Yep. Nothing there.
Try to screen.
Yep, they tried it on the opposite side. Nothing there. He's dropped near the past the 40. Officials literally have to push the Snider Panthers out of the Saints sidelines. Coach Garrett is quite upset.
Not sure how there's not a flag there.
Yeah.
There was 3 guys over there in faces on the sidelines as Dwenger players.
Yep. Well, a gain of 1 brings up a 4th and long situation for the Saints, and the punt team is on. Great snap. Puts his leg into it. High, lofting punt. And it is taken. No fair catch called for. No yards after the catch. And he's going to be dropped near the 26-yard line.
That's a heads-up play by Doug Henry right there. There was no fair catch. Doug knew it.
Yeah.
And as soon as he caught it, he wrapped him up.
He was right there at the catch. So the Saints have to punt the ball away and give it back to the Snider offense. They'll take over at their own 26-yard line. Coach is still talking to the officials about the small scrum that was over here on the sidelines.
Well, it just seemed like anything that went on the other side, they were throwing flags, and over here, there were no flags.
Just talk it out, yeah. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Here's a play action. He's looking to throw, fires over the middle. Oh, nearly picked. Great defense that time by number 4 for the Saints.
Cooper Campbell.
Yeah, heads-up play. Ball was actually thrown behind him. He had to leap backwards to try and get it. He did get a paw on it, so it's incomplete. Snider on 2nd and 10. Saints defense shifts, low snap, play action, throws. Got his man in and out of the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete.
Parrish on coverage over there. On number 23 was the intended receiver, Cason Warfield, the sophomore.
Would have helped, but wouldn't have gotten that first down on that reception. But with the incomplete pass, it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here it is on 3rd and 10. Ball is in the air. Oh, nearly picked, but incomplete.
Looks like O'Keefe over there,
Yeah.
number 3, or is that Zent? I'm not sure with the jerseys pulled. Looks like O'Keefe. 23, Warfield again was the intended receiver.
Yeah, Zent's coming on right now. So that was O'Keefe. Here's your Air X-ray replay as he fires out to the right side. Great jump on the ball, just couldn't bring it in. So the Snider drive will stall, facing a 4th and 10. Wow, took a long time to kick that one away. It's a good punt. Return is on by the Saints at the 50, the 45, the 40. Just tries to get outside and can't. He'll take it down to the 35. The official is down. Late flags coming out.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
16 picked up one of the Saints and body slammed him after the play. And Coach Tittman just got a flag on the sideline. He's out at the numbers.
He's past the numbers.
Yelling at the official.
Wow. He's near the hash mark. What a mess. We got a player down way back here in the backfield as well for Snider.
Snider's coach, Tittman, is out across, going to check on his player now.
Yeah.
But,
wow. That was something. All kinds of stuff happened on that play. Good heavens. Now we've got an official meeting down here with the officials near the 40-yard line.
Now Tittman's woofing at somebody over on the Dwenger sideline. Yeah, real nice. Okay, let's check out the flags. 25-yard return for the Saints on that punt by Zent.
That was the punter, Mangtun. Number 94 getting up late.
Okay.
Officials still talking. The ball is officially resting at the 36-yard line. We don't really know if that means much right now. As the white hat is separated from the meeting, it looks like he's reaching for his microphone and prepared to make a call.
We got a dead ball, late hit on White.
Okay.
Have a sideline warning on White. Be first down.
All right. Coach Tittman still out at the numbers, still talking to an official. So this is going to set the Saints up for even better field position. It's a quality return back into Snider territory at the 36. Yeah, they're going to mark this one 15 more yards. Should be the 21. Yep.
Great starting field position for the Saints.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice
Special
off
teams.
the penalties. Yeah.
Well,
special teams.
And punt returns and.
Well, the delay is still happening on the far side of the field. The head coach for Snider is still out on the field at the numbers, now talking to two officials.
Just not sure what that's about. It was an obvious penalty on their guy. It was after the play. He picked the guy up and slammed him.
Yep. All right. Well, now they got to get the chains in order as the white hat now comes across the field to probably debrief with Coach Jason Garrett. Now they move the chains. 3:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Saints up 17-6.
Sideline warning against the Saints now.
Wow.
And Coach Garrett isn't even on the field.
Right.
Coach Tittman comes all the way out on the field, and he gets a sideline warning. Coach Garrett's still on the sideline, and he gets a sideline warning. Jeez.
Well, that conversation is over. And it looks like we're getting ready to play some ball again. Again, to recap, the punt return, the personal foul, the sideline warnings, the injured player. It's all over. The dustpan is put back, and now we're back to live action. 1st and 10 for the Saints at the Snider 21-yard line. Here's a snap. Give to the second man through. Right side. He'll get inside the 20 down to the 19. Gain of a couple that time, maybe at the most. Shefferly was the ball carrier that time. They'll officially give him a 1-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 9. Snider showing blitz. Wow, somehow he gets through it and gets positive yards. Should have been knocked down in the backfield, but he was able to get out of it and gain a few more.
Looks like Dean Portee on the stop.
Colin Campbell, your ball carrier that time.
3rd and long.
Call it about 7. Will the Saints pass here is the question. They're clearly within field goal range. But we know we'd like to see him get a touchdown. We're in the red zone here. Here's a snap. He looks to throw. He's got pressure. Gets out of it. Has time. Finally throws out of bounds and incomplete. So that drive stalls, and Lucas Wynn and the field goal team comes out for the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
Not much going there for the Saints on offense.
No.
Good answer by the Panthers defense to stop them with that great starting field position. "35-yarder, Sean."
That's it. The lefty will line up, awaiting the snap. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick is up. No good. No good. Wide left. Wide left, so no good. A very unusual effort there by the Saints field goal team, and no points on the board. So the good field position
wasted.
Doesn't do a thing. They'll put the ball at the 20, and the Snider offense will come back at it with 1:52 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It's a long quarter, Joe.
Long quarter.
Yeah.
A lot of talking going on.
You bet. Max Johnson and company back out on the field for the Snider Panthers with a 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Here's a snap, looking to throw on 1st down. Fires down the field. He's got a man. Incomplete and overthrown. The intended receiver that time was number 7, Brishon Johnson.
Double move there. I like the play call. The DBs for Saints play pretty tight. Hope to get him to bite on the hitch and go there, or the out and up.
On 2nd and 10, trips package to the right side. Here's a snap. Blitz is shown.
Great defense there by the Saints, just flowing. You saw their whole defensive line just flowing, and there was nowhere for the running back to go.
Fell forward for a gain of 2. Burton on the carry that time. Another 3rd and long situation for the Snider Panthers. The Saints pull this out. It will break a 4-year losing skid by the Dwenger Saints in regular season against the Snider Panthers. Here's a jump ball, up and out. We've got a flag on the play. It is an incomplete pass. They may call some defensive pass interference.
Yeah, it looked like pass interference from where we're sitting.
Yeah. It was a good ball. It was on target. The penalty will move the chains.
Defensive pass interference. Result of the play be a first down.
Sean, here's the deal. You give him 15 yards on a penalty, but it's better than a 30-yard completion.
Sure. They'll spot the ball at the 37, reset the down marker, and move the chains.
They seem to want to get the ball to number 7, right? Bashawn Johnson.
Yep. Here's a give through the middle. They find some success there. He's still on his feet after 10 yards, picks up about 12, right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, great hard run. Nice blocking up front by the offensive line of Snider to open up that hole. And here they go. They're trying to get the momentum back.
First and 10 for the Snider Panthers at the midfield stripe. Give on the left side. He will once again find some success there. It's number 28 on the run for the Snider Panthers.
Dowdge on the stop, but a great pickup for the Panthers on first down.
Yep. This play might do it for the third quarter as the Panthers are facing a 2nd and 4. Here's a snap. Quarterback decides to keep it around the edge. He's got the room. He's got the first down and slides down near the 35.
Smart play.
Yeah.
As a quarterback on that play, you have to keep it occasionally. You have to keep it occasionally, keep the backside honest. And right there you saw Max Johnson do that.
Good for him to recognize that that D-end was crashing in on the running back, so gave him a lane. And that'll do it for your third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Saints up 17-6 with 12 minutes left to go in the contest. We're back after this 1-minute break. You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Friday nights in Fort Wayne mean one thing: Bishop Dwenger football.
Just like the Saints bring passion and dedication to the field, we bring the same to helping our customers find the perfect ride.
At Glenmark Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we believe in building champions on the field, in the classroom, and on the road.
Built on tradition, fueled by determination, a community united in spirit.
So Bishop Dwenger, whether you're looking for a new car or to get your vehicle tuned up, you can always check us out on Coliseum Boulevard under the giant American flag, or always online at GlenmarkDodge.com.
At the University of St. Francis, we believe everyone's made for greatness. Here, students are inspired to reach higher, academically, personally, and spiritually. We're not just shaping minds, we're forming servant leaders with purpose and heart. Rooted in faith and tradition, we prepare students to live lives of virtue, service, and joy. This is where faith meets reason, and where students discover who they're truly called to be. Discover greater.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. As the Snider Panthers have a 1st and 10 after the swap sides of the field. Here they're going for it down the middle, and it's going to be picked off by the Saints near the 11-yard line.
What a play right there by the defensive backfield. That looks like O'Keefe.
It's O'Keefe, number 3, with a great interception that time. He was spying that ball, looked at the quarterback eye, and he knew exactly where that ball was going to. Here comes your error X-ray replay right here. There's a turnover, Joe. There's another takeaway.
We need it. That's what I wanted
right.
at halftime.
Yeah, exactly. He had pressure, throws it, and there's O'Keefe with the grab near the 11-yard line. So the Saints with the turnover right there. And now the offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, Jordan with a give. A.J. Shefferly pushes that pile down with a real nice gain of about 7, maybe 8 yards. On 2nd and 7. Saints with a bunch package wide out here on the left side. Quarterback, keeper, around the right side. He's got the edge. Trickles out of bounds with a first down.
Love the play call right there.
Yeah.
Quarterback keeping the ball. He's the one guy that's not accounted for on defense, right?
Yeah.
If you're running the quarterback, you have a numbers advantage, automatic.
Yep. They'll spot him at the 24 and move the chains. Saints could use a nice, long, sustained drive here. Here's your play on first down. Fake to Shefferly, play action. He's got O'Keefe and just overthrew him. He had some edge pressure coming right at him.
Yeah, there was some pressure, and he had to kind of throw it off his back foot, and just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
Take a shot on first down.
Well,
I like it.
I was just going to say, I love that they took the chance to do that. That's exactly a great play call right there. On 2nd and 10, they fake it to Shefferly. Here's a screen. He's got it. Wasn't able to break outside.
Yeah, you'd like to see him get that outside.
Yeah. Russell with the catch. They're going to mark him down at the 32-yard line. Call that a gain of 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Saints here.
Saints have faced 3rd and 7 every third down this half.
Big down here for the Saints. Can they keep the drive alive? Jordan looks over the defense, the snap. He looks to throw, fires in the seam. He's got his man, and he's gone. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. Beckham Russell running down to the 20. Finally caught up with inside the 20. No laundry on the field. First down, Saints.
Great catch. Great catch by Russell. Great throw by Jordan, just over the outstretched fingertips of the Panther defender, and then a great run after the catch, 53-yard gain for the Saints.
Unbelievable. That is fantastic. This is your Powers Hamburger Power Play of the night right here. Great view coming up here. As you see, he hits him in the seam. Joe, you called it right over the outstretched hands, and he is off to the races after that. Tremendous play. Love to see it. Saints are now threatening inside the red zone at the 15-yard line. Quarterback decides to keep it around the right edge. He's at the 10, squeaks out of bounds at the 9.
Some of the fans wanted a penalty over there. I don't think it was a penalty. It was the defender was sliding on the ground.
Yeah, one could say that might have been called a cheap shot. I didn't see it. Yeah. They officially mark him down at the 9-yard line. Jordan Scamper results in a 6-yard gain, bringing up 2nd and 4 for the Saints. Quick give to Shefferly through the middle. Very patient run. He's going in. Touchdown, Saints.
Wow, he runs hard. That A.J. Shefferly runs hard.
Wow. A 9-yard run caps the 80-yard drive by the Saints with a touchdown. Actually, that was longer. Didn't they start?
About the 10-yard
About the 10-yard line, yeah. Great drive by the Saints to open up the fourth quarter. Lucas Wynn is on for the PAT. Kick is up, and it is good. Tick off another to 24-6. And the victory march is on for the Saints. We'll step out for a 30-second break. Stick around, folks. More football after this. You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Life together is a beautiful and unique journey. From unforgettable moments to sharing an everlasting love. Create a one-of-a-kind ring that captures your story at Peter Franklin Jewelers.
For decades.
And we are back live, ladies and gentlemen. See if we can't get another look at the replay here of that A.J. Shefferly touchdown from 9 yards out. Just a strong, strong run. Couldn't be denied. What was the scoring recap on that, Joe? 7 plays?
7 plays, 90 yards for 2 minutes and 13 seconds.
Love it. Good stuff. Back here to live action, Lucas Wynn and company preparing to kick the ball away. High kick into the end zone, touchback.
Henry Jordan, 11 of 17, 129 yards. And no interceptions.
No interceptions, yeah.
11 of 17, 129 yards. A.J. Shefferly, 11 rushes, 91 yards, and a touchdown. That's an 8.3-yard average, Sean.
Wow.
Beckham Russell, 6 catches, 94 yards, 15.7-yard average with a long of 58.
And not to disparage, but this isn't against Concordia or Southside,
That's
or
right.
Wayne. You know, this is a statement win here for the Saints. Here's Snider on offense. Again, they tried through the middle, and they're going to push forward for a gain of about 6 out to the 26-yard line.
And I got to believe when the Saints get the ball back on offense, they're just not going to run the ball, Sean. I mean, Snyder's just going to play to stop the run.
Yeah.
Saints aren't going to just lay there and do 3 and outs. I mean, they're going to have to throw a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Jordan, based upon his numbers, she should have the confidence to do that.
Agree.
Yeah. Good numbers. Here they are on 2nd and 4, again through the middle, powering forward. We'll have enough for a first down past the 30, out to the 32.
Amari Buchanan on the carry for Snyder.
It's a new name. So Snyder with a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Again, Give on the ground, trying to break it outside. Won't find anything there as he is smothered right there at the corner.
I'll tell you what, Doug Henry has to be in the conversation for one of the best linebackers in the SAC.
I agree with
that.
that.
The guy's everywhere.
Yeah.
He fights off blocks. He doesn't care who's trying to block him, how many guys are trying to block him. He's just always around the ball, and he's always making plays. When it looks like they might have something going, all of a sudden 6 shows up.
Tenacious
and
D.
shuts it down.
That's it. That's his new nickname, Tenacious D.
Tenacious D.
That's it.
Rapping career coming after high school.
Loss of 1, tackle for loss again by the Saints. 2nd and 11. They try the flats, in and out of the hands of the receiver. No good.
Intended for 86, Owen Dotson. He's 6'6", 210. He's a senior tight end.
He's lanky. 6'6". The incomplete pass will bring up a 3rd and 11 for the Panthers. Ball resting at their own 31-yard line. Another critical down. Can they convert? Oh, you got movement. Make that 3rd and 16.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 3rd down.
Well, folks, if you're looking for big wins and bigger moments, look no further than Peter Franklin. When the moment matters, it's Peter Franklin Jewelers. Thanks to all of our sponsors tonight for coming out and being with us. Couldn't do it without your support. Here's Snider on a critical 3rd and 16. He's got pressure, dumps it. It is caught, but
flag. Looks like a hold on Snider. I think it's going to be declined. 4th down, punting situation for the Panthers.
Still playing beyond the sticks, or behind the sticks, with that complete pass. If they decline it, they're looking at, what's that, Joe, 4th and 13, 14?
Yeah.
Sounds like Northrop may have answered a little bit.
27-13.
On the offense, the penalty is declined. 4th down.
Okay, well, they mark it at the 26. So, yeah, 4th down and forever for the Snider Panthers, and the punt team comes on. I don't think the ball is placed properly, but O'Keefe back deep for the Saints. Oh, it's over his head. It's into the end zone. And it's kicked out of bounds. That's going to be a safety. Wow, bad snap right there by the Snider special teams, resulting in a safety.
Smart play by the punter to just push it out of bounds, get the 2 points. Really smart play there.
Here's your replay on that right here. Well over his head as it trickles in, and then he just kind of kicks it out of bounds. So, yeah. So 2 more points on the board for the Saints, and they will get the ball with 7:53 remaining. The wheels kind of coming off the Panther bus at this point, Joe.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. There's really no enthusiasm whatsoever over there on the sidelines, and it just seems to be there's not much to cheer about, really, right? I mean, the offense isn't doing anything. The penalties are adding up. The bad snaps, the miscues are adding up.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to be happy about.
They can't stuff the run game, and Jordan's been effective passing. It's a tough night for the Panthers for sure. Is that a drone?
Drone, yes. Yeah, Snider flies a drone for their films. They have to get permission, and they do. And, more and more teams are starting to do that.
Okay, so the Panthers should kick this one. I believe it's from the 20, isn't it, Joe?
That's correct.
Yeah. But it will be a place kick and not a punt.
They can do either.
They can do either.
Looks like they're choosing to kick.
Yeah, okay. That'll be 94, Mang Tun, who was down a little bit, but seems to be back up and going, getting ready to kick this one away. The whistle blows. We're ready to go. End over end kick, and it's taken near the 18-yard line. He's got some room to run, trying to find his way through the middle. He'll take it up for a nice return past the 45, about the 46-yard line.
Good run there by Zent. Sets up the offense with really nice field possession following that safety on the bad punt snap.
Sounds like Northrop might have been battling back a little bit against Carroll. Check in with John shortly to see if he's got the latest score from that part of town. But Carroll, I think, still enjoys at least a 2-score lead. Here come the Saints on offense. After this play, we'll check in with John. 1st and 10 for the Saints from their own 46-yard line. He's got a single step back and trips out to the right side. He's looking to throw. Firing deep, right side. He's got a man out there, but good coverage and incomplete. Let's check in with John Kelty down on the sideline, see if he's got an update from Carroll.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. Keep an eye on both games here at Shields Field and then over there at Spoler. Carroll still up by 14, 27-13, but Carroll offense is in the red zone looking for another score.
Okay. Good stuff. Thank you, John. Be very interested to hear Coach Garrett after the game as his comments on this game as well. But we've still got a lot of ball to play. 7:41 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Can the Saints put another drive together is the question. Here's a snap. Quarterback decides to keep it. And he will rush forward for a gain of a couple.
Third down and, about 8.
You almost have to wonder if he would have been better just letting that develop a little bit, because he took off like a shot right as soon as he had the ball, you know. Another 3rd and long here for the Saints from their own 48-yard line. Snap. Going deep, right side, again overthrown and incomplete.
It's just not there. That safety's sitting deep, and that's not there when that DB has you capped, and that he's over the top of you like that.
Yeah,
it's not there. You got to check down.
Yeah. So a 3 and out for the Saints after the safety, and the punt team is on. Single man back deep for Snider, standing at about the 17-yard line. Punt is away. High driving punt. It's taken at the 15, and shoestring tackled at the 15. Tries to get up and run, but they're going to call him down right at the 15-yard line.
Saints have not been good tonight on 3rd down. 2 of 8
wow.
on 3rd downs. 2 of 9.
Well, that's even worse. Okay, so Snider back on offense. Okay. Here they come from the sideline. And a long field in front of the Snider Panthers right now, who seem to, they're trying to put it together again, but really not having any long-term success against that Saint defense. And here's a give again through the middle. Again, not much there. And a lot of blocks lasting after the whistle has blown, but no flags.
Christian Litzenberg on the tackle.
Okay. Gainer just won on that play. Here's a snap. He looks to throw, fires out to the flats. He's got a man. It is caught, and I think he's going to be just shy of a first down as they keep the clock wound near the 25. Yep, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2, or 3rd and 1, excuse me, as they reset the stick. Single setback, working out of the pistol. Oh boy. I think everybody knew the count except the center. Let's see here.
False start on the offense. Replay 3rd down, 5-yard penalty.
Well, Sean, I was going to say, we're talking about 3rd down efficiency. Snider Panthers are only 3 of 18 on 3rd downs.
Wow. Give through the middle. Has some positive yards. It should be enough for a first down as he gets out past the 25, close to the 28.
And they convert one.
They do convert one.
4 of 19.
5 minutes to go in the contest. Snider on 1st and 10. Again, quick give to the tailback, tries to find some things, and he found a yard, maybe a yard and a half, close to the 30. Parrish on the stop, it looks like, for the Saints.
Modest gain for the Panthers.
Yeah, not much there. On second and long. Here's a snap again. Give to the tailback, looking for room through the middle. Again, finding some good stuff there, but wrapped up by the gold helmets and stopped. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 35. It'll bring up 3rd and short. Brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Snider Panthers. Here's a snap. Again, give through the middle. Charging forward. He's going to be awfully close to a first down. Might be right there at the stick. It's going to depend on the spot. No, the official waves him forward, says first down. So another conversion on 3rd down for the Snider Panthers.
Sean, it appears the Panthers are just content with maybe moving the chains and maybe see if they can get a few more points on the board. They certainly are not approaching this like they're trying to win a game.
No, they're not going for it at all. Playing very conservatively and just grinding it out through the middle. Unless they're setting up for something big. Let's see what happens here. On 1st and 10. Saints show pressure. They fire out to the flats. He's got a man. Breaks one tackle. And finally wrapped up and dragged out of bounds near the 50-yard line.
Number 7, 29 was
Johnson.
Yeah.
Johnson on the reception. Tackle over there by Noah Witzengruder.
The Saints definitely have some clean jerseys in there, don't they?
You're starting to see, yeah, clean jerseys running in.
1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 50. Hit at the line after a give, and he's going to fall forward for a gain of 3 into Dwenger territory. Well, again, hats off to the 2015 squad that came back for a little homecoming reunion here, getting honored at halftime. It was great to talk to not only a few of those players, but also Coach Ernie and Coach Chris, see how they're doing. And we had a good time down there for a pregame show tonight. Great to see those guys here.
No doubt about it.
After a gain of 3, here's 2nd down and 7. Running back trying to get out of a tackle, and he will fall forward for a gain of a couple. Down to the Dwenger 45. Clock continuing to tick down. We're down to about 2 minutes to go. John Kelty, what do you have for us?
Hey, Sean, update down south with our Catholic brothers. Lewis takes care of business. They win 17-7 over Wayne. Carroll did end up punching it in the end zone, went for 2, didn't get it. They're up 33-13 over Northrop. They're about a whole quarter behind us, so we may not know the outcome of that game for a while.
Wow. All right, John, good stuff. Thank you very much for that. On 3rd and 5, here's a dive through the middle, and again, not much there for the Snider offense at all.
Tackle over there by Aiden Mueller, 47 for the Saints. 4th down.
So it sounds like Wayne was only able to score those 7 points early, and then Lewis came back and buttoned it up. 4th and 4 here now for the Snider Panthers. The offense remains on the field with just over a minute to go in this game. And they look to pass. Pressure comes. And it's going to be picked. And there's a return coming. I believe that's Carter Zent on the return. Back into the 50, back into Snider territory. And that's going to do it for the ball game. That's 2 on the night, Joe.
2 picks. Saints got 2 picks.
Carter Zent seals the victory right there with 46.6 seconds remaining. The Saints are going to come out in victory formation, kneel down a couple times, and call it good. Be very interested to watch the gamesmanship with the Both teams lining up in midfield. Yep. Goes well. Dwenger in the victory formation as they just take a knee, and they're willing to call it good, as they should. 26-6 will end up being your final score tonight. The Saints over the Snider Panthers.
And if the Carroll Chargers take care of business down at Spooler, and the Saints take care of business next week against Southside,
ring the bell.
Bring the bell back to Washington Center.
That's it. That's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, as the Saints once again take a knee, and that is going to be the ball game as both teams now make their way towards the 50-yard line to shake hands and call it a tough-fought battle. But the Saints erase a 4-year losing skid, regular season losing skid against the Snider Panthers tonight, 26-6.
How about them Saints, Sean?
Great game tonight. Really tough-fought game. Hate to see so many penalties, but it wasn't one-sided. And, so.
No,
again,
it was good.
It
was not a clean
victory.
first half.
It was not a clean first half.
You know,
sure.
there was missed tackles. There were some things going on. But, overall, Saints put it together in the second half, came out with a little more bounce in their step, and were able to get down to business and finish it like a like a trophy game.
Yeah, it's a trophy game. That's all there is to it. You bet. So, again, we'll look forward to hearing from Coach Jason Garrett on his thoughts on how the Saints played, and get ready to wrap things up here at Shields Field. Remember, folks, we are back here again next week to finish out the final regular season game against the Southside Archers. So please join us next week at 6:45. And we can go from there. Just waiting now for the line to thin and the coach to become available so that we can talk to Coach Jason Garrett. After that, we'll hear from Terry Daisy, who can help us out with end-of-game stats. Okay, sounds like we're good to go. Go ahead, John, take it away.
Hey, Sean, thanks. Here with head coach Jason Garrett. All three facets, again, show up. I think the beginning of that second half shows it well. 3 and out, punt return by Nick O'Keefe, offense pounds it in. Talk about how this team executed tonight.
Yeah, I think the second half obviously much better than the first. I think sometimes it's just emotions. I think guys were excited, a lot going on in that first half, and put ourselves in trouble a few times with penalties, but did a lot better job in the second half. Good adjustments. The great thing is we can continue to get better. Again, proud of our defense. You said it, all three facets. Running the ball again. Passing game got us out of a hole there, which was a great positive for us tonight. So we're going to keep working.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Southside, an SAC championship, sectional 19, all looming. This is a seasoned team. How do you keep what's in front of them and these big stages and these accolades looming? How do you keep them locked in?
That's a lot of prayer. No, we talked a lot about that. I think we've learned some valuable lessons along the way, part of the process, and these guys want it. So, next week, hopefully finish it off the way it needs to be finished. We'll find out what the draw is tomorrow and get ready to go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all your support.
All right, good stuff, John. Thanks very much for that. It's great to hear from Coach Garrett on the victory as well. So let's hand things over now. Terry, are you ready with the end-of-game stats?
Yep.
All right. What do you got, brother?
First on team-wise, let's start with Snider. They had 161 yards rushing, 80 yards passing for a total of 242. Dwenger had 168 rushing, 129 passing for a 297 total. Let's go to some individual. Sorry, got to switch the page here.
No, it's all good. 129 yards through the air. That's a great output for this Dwenger offense.
All right, for Snider, Max Johnson was 9 of 23 for 80 yards. Passing, receiving, Wade Raines was 4 for 43 yards, and Reshawn Johnson was 2 of 25. Rushing, you had Omar Buchanan had 14 for 55, followed by Jordan Davis had 10 of 48. For Dwenger, Henry Jordan was 11 of 19 for 129 yards, no touchdowns but no interceptions. Receiving, you had Beckham Russell had 6 for 94 yards. That's a 15.7 average. His longest